I mean, we were just sitting back, you know, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. You know, tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going. But like I say, man, always said it. It's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. Ain't nothing changed but the weather. The dangling carrot that hang from the rear view.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of TK's Chronicles of a Black Sheep. Today, we do have a couple of guests with us tonight. So first, we'll do our intros. Nika Pinks. DW.
Yo, what's the business?
We have Honey. And we have Frankie with us tonight, which is one of our repeats.
Frankie!
Most definitely. So, yes. Definitely want to give everybody that Juneteenth shout out. Many people tend to have a little bit of mixed feelings on the Juneteenth thing, and with
I do. I'm one of them.
Oh, we need to take 5 and discuss that before we jump into the topic.
Y'all want to? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I mean, we can. So, for those that may not know, on yesterday, it became Juneteenth is now a holiday.
Federal
holiday, yes. Let me get that right.
And that's my first
holiday
problem
already, but now
that's my first problem.
Federal holiday. What is the problem, DW?
That's my first problem. What's the name of the holiday? That's the first problem. Why is it Juneteenth National Independence Day?
Oh, I didn't see that part.
That's what I'm saying. Like National Independence Day for who?
You know,
no,
but you know what Juneteenth is. So why are you asking who the who is?
I know what Juneteenth is, but look at the name, National Independence Day. Why it can't be what it's really supposed to be?
Which is what?
National Free the Slaves Day, National Emancipation Proclamation Day, National Nigga You Ain't Got to Work No More Day.
Okay. So your issue is the optics and the phonics of the title of it.
Yes.
Okay.
To me it seems what's the word I want to say?
Whitewash?
Yeah, oh, I like that word. Yes, it's whitewash. It made it gentle. It made the holiday gentle. Like, oh, we know what we did wrong, but we just can't say it. We don't, because if we say it, then we admitting
knowledge
to what really happened. So we're just gonna say everybody's independence. So we have 2 Independence Days now. So we got Juneteenth, and then 2 weeks later we got July 4th, which I wouldn't be surprised in the next 5 years Juneteenth would be like the pre-celebration, and then they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna turn this into the culmination on July 4th. It's a big celebration for everybody's independence. But, all right, I'm off my soapbox now. Let's get it.
I mean, I'm from. I don't know if anyone else in here. I don't know if it's echoing, but anyone else is from Texas. But I grew up with Juneteenth and knowing all of my life what Juneteenth was about, and we watched fireworks on 4th of July, but there was no celebration. So we never celebrated 4th of July. That was just to be off work for them white folks, but that was never for us. Juneteenth was always our celebration. My entire life.
And that's the other kicker for me. Like, I didn't learn about Juneteenth. I was in college, and I'm sitting here, and I went to a historical Black college, and I'm just like, for real? So you mean to tell me they signed this on this date and waited 2 years?
They didn't wait.
They didn't wait.
It took 2 years for the Union Army to get to Texas to share that information to Galveston.
Again, they waited 2 years because they could have got that quicker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They were sitting there. You know what? Let's not say nothing and let's see if they'll figure it out. And here's the fucked up part about it. Then it really made me think about it. So you mean to tell me all these people work 2 years, 2 additional years for free?
Yeah.
Getting their ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gonna try to brush over
The
it.
ass whooping didn't stop with the holiday. I mean, with the Juneteenth.
Yeah, it didn't stop in 1860.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying, under the plantation rules,
It didn't stop.
That's just amazing to me. That's why I'm glad it was signed into effect, because I was kind of on one when they signed the anti-Asian hate bill so fast.
But they still haven't signed anti-lynching. No, they haven't made lynching a federal crime.
Actually, it is a federal crime. It's the states that's not enforcing that federal crime. So if your state is not, and I'm telling that to everybody that's listening, if your state is not enforcing it, don't look at the federal government. But remember, I'm going to go to the U.S. government class. Remember, the states don't have to follow what the federal government do. Remember that.
Yeah.
So you might want to start.
Everything's tied to federal funding, but
addressing them local offices.
Absolutely. I think my biggest issue with the whole thing is that Opal Lee, like I've grown up with her. Like my mom used to work with her at the Historical Society, and so I've always known that this was a goal, that this was something. I think that it's a slap in her face of giving her passing this, but still holding all the other things that she is strong about, which is voting rights and all of these other things that are happening to our community. She's still fighting for, and that.
But again,
this is an achievement, and I feel like people are kind of shitting on it because they're like, well, we didn't get this and we didn't get that. But I mean, I feel like it's the same kind of attitude people had with Obama.
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. I love Obama, and like I still to this day say he got in there to say, okay, to keep us quiet for one. I'm sorry, I'm leaning. I got shit by the phone. He got us in there to keep us quiet. And what I think what scared him is the fact that one, Obama gave us he set a new set of standards for us. Before, the only thing you can possibly be is a governor, maybe a senator. Now you got a motherfucking black president. Now you got a whole bunch of kids looking like, oh shit, I can be the black president. I don't have to be a hoop star, or I don't have to be this. I don't have to be that. And that's why they try to me. And again, these are my thoughts and my opinions only. That's what they try to. That's why in the media they try to play on his white side, like, oh, he's half white, he's not all the way black.
Yeah, he was good for fitting in their mouth and their
yeah, he tasted good. He tasted good.
Right. But it's the same thing with this, that they gave us this just to taste good, but it don't really fill up nothing.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got to say on that one.
Me too.
Okay, cool message. Well, we will see how this goes in the coming days. There's a lot of unhappy campers right now, so yeah. Whenever we get anything, there's usually an issue. So, but then it's a lot of us that's pissed off too. So, we'll see how that goes. So tonight's subject is hobosexual.
What the fuck is a hobosexual? I'm still amazed.
Hobosexual. So as DW expressed, when we first brought the topic up, he thought we was making up stuff, which a lot of people have thought that we were making up stuff. To the fact of, if you Google hobosexual, the definition has been out there for about 3 years now.
Shut up, for real.
Real talk.
I literally thought it just came out this year. I'm so serious.
No, it's been around. See, like we tried to tell you, we heard of it some years back, but it's been in the midst for about 3 years. Roughly,
That's crazy.
what I could find. But that's the name, not so much as the act. The act has been around for a long time.
Yeah, because the old people used to say they just sorry. They just some sorry niggas. Just sorry.
Yeah. And they still saying that. For those elders that are around, they still are saying they just sorry. They lazy, don't want to do nothing. So I think we've all had an experience with a homosexual. Woo! Yeah, I think we've all had the experience. Maybe friend, family member, friends, boyfriend, cousin, somebody we didn't experience that with. So, Nika Pinks, can you give the definition? Oh yeah, you gotta be ready. Can you give the definition of homosexual, please?
Girl, the thing is, why don't you just stand up and say it with your chest and let me see if I can read it off your shirt. Come on, stand up. Hobosexual, a word used to describe a person who dates with the sole purpose of finding a place to live.
Oh!
Frankie, would you like to give us an example?
Yes.
How would you use homosexual in a sentence?
I went on a date, and he showed me that his car was full of suitcases, and that he needed some place to stay, and he thought that he was going to stay with me.
Girl, that sounds like a hobosexual.
That is a hobosexual.
Sounds about right.
Same thing when you're dating somebody and they ask you where your laundry room is. You know.
Wait.
Where your laundry room.
Hold on.
I like how you slid that in there.
Huh?
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. So you mean to tell me you went on a date? Wait. First of all, who asked you out on a date? Was it he initiated?
Absolutely.
Okay, so he initiated the date.
Yes.
Showed up in his car.
Yes.
With bags.
I didn't see that to the end.
No, I'm trying to put all this together because it's not lining up for me. I'm trying to rationalize and wrap my head around the whole thing, like, because I'm gonna stop because I'm holding my thoughts. I'm gonna continue because I'm my mind is racing right now.
No, I'm confused that you're confused. There's nothing difficult about this.
Yes, the fuck it is. Because, like, first of all, if you're a grown ass man and you ain't got no goddamn place to stay, a pussy is the last thing that should be on your motherfucking mind.
You say that, but a homosexual is a word to describe a person.
No, that's not. See. Here's the problem. Here's what I'm finna get right. I'm finna get hyped now. So,
as if you wasn't already hyped.
You monetizing a lazy ass dude. So we're actually celebrating a lazy ass dude, because if a dude has enough time, wait. If a dude has enough time to sit there and conversate with your ass on the phone, no disrespect to y'all.
I feel like you're about to be disrespectful, but go ahead.
No, I'm not. No disrespect to y'all. If he got time to conversate on the phone, talk to you, trying to get in a relationship, but ain't got a motherfucking place to lay your head, you sleeping in your motherfucking car. He got his goddamn priorities wrong.
That's not my problem. That's him. Well, how does
No,
that make
I'm not saying it. Did I say it? I ain't say no disrespect to y'all. Did I say that? I promise I said that. My issue is with the motherfuckers who's doing it. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, for real. Like, we are. All right, go ahead. I'm. Ooh.
You okay?
What?
You need the church fan? You all right? Yeah, drink some water.
It ain't like they out there advertising, hey ladies, I'm a hobosexual. I ain't got nowhere to stay.
They know. That's the point.
They know, but we don't know when we're walking around. How do I know?
Again, I'm not. Again, like I said, I'm not getting on y'all. I'm not. I'm talking to the motherfucker. I hope y'all listening, because I'll give you my address. Come see me. If you got a problem with it, come see me. God damn it. That's not how you supposed to do business. Period. And what you're doing is what you're doing is not only fucking it up for you, because your situation fucked up. You fucking it up for the ones that are really trying to step their game up, really in a bad situation, who are really going through things and trying to get back on their feet and trying to build something with somebody else. Because now every woman is going to be like, oh, you's a hobosexual. Oh, you's a hobosexual. No, I'm just falling on hard times trying to get back on my feet. I don't need shit from you. That's what I'm saying.
But if you on hard times, you shouldn't be out here in these dating streets. You need to stay on the sidewalk.
I just said that. I just said that.
You did say that, but you can't. But if you're talking to those men, and those men are looking for places, then that's all on them. But I see Rodney made a comment that there are some women who know they are hobosexuals and they choose to deal with that man. Some women have soft hearts and they fall for those lines and those good.
No, that's one of those what y'all used to call them back in the day? Shit. A fixer upper. That's it.
Oh.
A fixer upper. He got potential. Girl, I can see him doing this. I can see him doing that. That's how they operate. I can see him doing this. And
okay.
We can go deep. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Let's go deep on this. So, yes. So what I wonder, I wish we had somebody. Hey, listen, if y'all out there talking or listening to us, you can go anonymous. I really want to know what made you choose that type of lifestyle, like to be a hobosexual, to date just to find a place to stay.
Can I?
Go ahead. What's up, insight?
Me? Okay. I want to point out that article, TK, you sent us a long time ago, and I re-listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a YouTube, The Painful Life of a Hobosexual.
Oh, that crap, that mess where dude just really stroked the ego of saying that it was okay for a man to be a hobosexual.
He's somebody else. Can they get that link for that?
Who? Okay, we'll have to find it in our messenger because we message a lot with whoever's gonna be.
You know what? I can send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Wait.
No, somebody wants to join to talk about it.
No, go ahead. Roll on.
Wait, hold on. Who is that?
But
so let me go ahead.
But the thing is that I have a very close friend that chose a homosexual. She picked him up from the bus station, and all he had was a tattoo gun, a pair of tennis shoes, 3 pair of pants, and 2 shirts. And she picked him up from the bus station because they were having conversation, and she knew he was homeless, and she chose him. But it took her 4 years to get him out her house.
See, and that's when I have a problem with that thing that we call potential. She probably seen the potential.
That is what she
in
saw.
This man and was like, I got you.
Yes.
My brother.
Yes.
And
First of all, it didn't take her 4 years. That dick got too good. and she didn't want to let it go.
I was just gonna say that.
What
Her
is
dick
it?
was
too
tied.
good. The dick was too good, and she didn't want to let it
So
go.
Rodney said, so men choose that lifestyle because they know which women to target. The women
Yes.
with low self-esteem, women who fall for the potential trap, and some
Absolutely.
use that man to control the relationship.
Yes, and she used it to control the relationship.
So yeah, because I was gonna say it ain't gonna
kept
take
him
me 4
around.
years to get.
It wasn't the dick. It was because she controlled the relationship. She had the car. She had a house. She had everything. So if he acted up, then she put him out.
And then she let him right back in.
Yes.
I bet he had the nerve to be a cheater. Was he a cheater too?
Yes.
Oh, that part right there. They got the nerve to be
That's
a
the
cheater.
funny part. Like,
she bought him a car. She bought him a car.
Wait.
No.
So then she's stupid.
I never said she wasn't stupid.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just.
Oh no,
because you made it seem like she was. Because the way you was presenting, it's like she was a victim. No.
She walked into that. She gleefully swinging hands, skipping down the street, kumbaya. I got a man. But my thing was, I don't want no man I picked up from the bus stop who got a tattoo on, 2 shoes, 3 pair of pants, 2 shirts.
But again, it goes, oh my God.
And I was going to say that part. It's a lot of women.
Yes, Rodney's correct.
That route to say, I got a man.
That's it.
And that's all. He's a man and physical, but there's nothing else.
They got a boy. That ain't a man. They got a male.
What did Betty Wright tell y'all?
Yeah.
A male.
What did Betty Wright tell y'all? She said it's better to have a piece of man than no man at all.
And she a lie.
It is.
The devil is a lie.
Don't treat Betty like that.
No.
If she gonna go off that logic, at least get a good piece. Like, come on now.
What do you think?
Ain't no good half pieces.
Well,
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, so y'all ain't never had a good piece of pizza?
There is a good piece of pizza, and it's damn good. And I'm gonna eat more than one piece of the pizza.
Right.
Okay. Are you gonna eat the whole pizza?
I ordered 2 pizzas, so when I bought the pizza, I wanted a whole pizza so I can pick the pieces off of it. Not for somebody to give me a piece and say here and be like, oh, this too much. Let me pick this pepperoni off.
No, that's like picking a pizza up from Domino's.
No.
And 3 slices are missing.
No.
What? I picked my.
I'm laughing because I used to.
But it's looking like Pac-Man.
You said you used to what, Daryl?
I delivered pizzas, and I used to do that.
Yes, you
did that one time.
You did.
I was hungry, man, and I took a couple slices. It's like, oh man, my bad. I dropped the pizza, so I had to go get them another one.
No.
I ain't going back to Domino's, so I can tell that story. All right, go ahead.
But that's the truth. Like, I don't want a piece. If I'm picking up a whole man, then I'm picking up a whole man. I don't want a piece. But people are choosing to pick up their pizza from wherever they want to. You can, if you pick up your pizza from the ground.
But see, and so my question, and that's why I said I want to go deep. I wish we had somebody on here that could really talk from the whole.
We tried to bring
because I'm curious. I'm really curious to know the thought process behind that.
Let me see if she want to join.
But it ain't too many people that I know that want to
admit,
say, hey, I'm a hobosexual. Hey, I was a hobosexual. You don't find that openness.
I don't know.
That. So
I don't know too many I don't know any homosexuals. Every man.
Yes, you do.
Who?
I bet you do.
I guarantee goddamn T. I don't.
You know somebody that's a homosexual.
Yes, sir.
I promise to God you do. And I really don't want to go there and put that out on how I know that you know who
private chat or something. I promise you.
I could have sworn we just
everybody that I know that rock with me.
Do you remember at the end of the last episode when I said what I said and you and Shanika was like this? You know somebody. Y'all share the same. Do you want? Okay. All right. So we did try to bring this person on to discuss this. As you see, the person is not on. That's what I'm going to say. So, in the life of us viewing what this homosexual is doing, it was various females. Like, he was messing with this chick. She sleep at her house for a week. Dig her down. On to the next. Dig her down. Then you got to go back over here sometime and dig her down. You got to go over here to have a place to stay. So we've seen the process. Granted, at this time, this person states that they're in recovery from being a homosexual. But in order to get there, like it was some women that he went through to get out of his situation. And they wasn't family members. They were just people he would just like passing penis to. So he had somewhere to stay. A lot of people get married so that they won't be homosexuals no more.
I'm confused. Okay, well, I'm like for real, and this is why I'm saying, like, if that's what you're gonna do, be smart about what you do. And what I mean by that is, if you slanging dick to somebody, get your own shit. Have them finance your own shit versus
have them finance.
Yes, if she done bought him a car, she paying all the bills. Hey baby, hey, just slide me this at this time, slide me this at that. Stack your cheese, get your own shit. What the fuck they gonna do? What they gonna tell you? Get out? Okay, I'm going home. Bye, bitch. All right, that's.
But what
that's what they're gonna do.
Why we gotta do bye, bitch though? After she just didn't help you have something that you didn't have, why we gotta bye, bitch?
That's just. I'm sorry. I apologize for using that word. That's just.
But that's not the mentality of a homosexual, though.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. That's why my head hurt right now, because I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to really get down to it, because I guess that's the cloth I'm cut from. And I guess that's the cloth that that's. I think that's the cloth that I'm cut from. What?
Rodney said you would be surprised how many people are one divorce away from being back to a homosexual. Oh, I know. Believe me, I know that the person that I know, that if he got divorced,
and see, and that's
right back in the game.
That's the other part. That's the other part. I get, again, like I said, I guess that's because that's the cloth that I'm cut from. I don't give a fuck if everything is your goddamn name, and he's like, tomorrow I'm leaving. Okay, cool. I will sleep in a motherfucking car till I get enough money to get my own place.
You are willing to do that, but the thing is that you keep putting yourself,
and that's why my
in
head
this situation,
hurts.
and that's when you're struggling. You need to look at it from somebody, from somebody who is saying, I need some place to sleep. I need somewhere to store my stuff. I know people who are homosexuals who got a dog, and they dog just travel with them.
I can't. I really can't. I can't. And that's. I guess that's my the cloth I'm cut from, because I really cannot. Because to me, deep down inside, that's motherfucking slavery. Like, you have to do all this shit. You have to
act
manipulate minds. Yeah, you gotta act right to find a place to stay. Nah, bro. And you might be.
That's not slavery. Slaves didn't have an option. They made the choice to do what they're doing so they can get something out of it. That's not slavery.
Didn't I just say to me? I swear, I said to me. You know, me. Like, yeah, because it's like, I'm really trying to wrap my head around it, like, for real.
All they thinking about is survival, meeting their necessities.
Yes, survival.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they're doing.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're trying to survive.
No, they're not. Because if they ever think true, you're right. I'm getting out. I'm trying to get out my head. You're right. Yeah,
you gonna be all right?
No, I'm not. Because this subject got me fucked up right now. I need a drink. I need a drink.
You need a drink? Yeah.
So
I need a drink.
So you're telling me that there is no situation where you think you could find yourself where you would be like, I'm gonna have to fuck. I'm gonna have to get the dick away so I can have somewhere to stay tonight.
Nope. Nope. And the crazy part, I have been offered that. I've had early in my life, I've had women say, "You don't have to work ever again. Just stay with me." And early in my huh?
Were you paying in penis? Like, was
I
you
was just,
like
we were just, well,
laying
that's
it
the thing.
down
No,
for
it
this
wasn't no
woman
paying.
to tell you
We were
that?
just fucking. We were just fucking. That was it. It was.
Well.
No relationship, nothing. We were to me. We were just fucking. And she was like, "You don't have to do nothing else. I will take care of you." And she was making 6 figures.
Little
she in a mental institution now. It's okay.
And then now and then like I've had ex-girlfriends who like making 6 figures now told me, "You can get out the military. Get out the military and live with me." I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
I'm surprised. Like, you don't know anybody
I could do that.
That's ever been in the situation. You ain't never listened to your homeboy talking. He be like, "Damn, B, like, shit, man, I ain't got. It's hard out here right now."
And that goes back to the way I grew up, the way the folks I used to run with. I ran with true gangsters, true thugs. So if we ain't got it, we gonna go get it.
So let me ask you another question.
Yes,
You've
ma'am.
never had a homeboy either that was like, "Can I come lay on your couch? Can I spend the night over here? Can I be over here till I get myself straight down?" You ain't never had one of them?
That's
one
different.
night. And check it out. And check it out. Now, if you're gonna paint it like that, then I would say, okay, then I was a hobosexual in college because it was 3 of us living in one house, and we were doing our thing, trying to get on our feet. It wasn't no woman involved. It was 3 of us in one house.
See, that's not
right.
the same.
But
that's not the same. Now,
if he wanted to get out of that situation and he met a woman and was like, "I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get out of here with the 3 homies," then you would have been a hobosexual.
Yes.
Nah, and every last one of us had the opportunity, and we did not take it.
But my thing is that when you say that your homeboy says, he's like, "Hey, can I come stay on your couch?" And you got one night. In that one night while he is on your couch, that nigga is thinking about, who am I fucking tomorrow so I can have some place to stay because I can't come back here.
Yeah, I guarantee you that
Mm-hmm.
that one that stayed on my couch. Nah. The reason why, I ain't gonna say it because I forgot we got people listening. But anyway.
But I mean, people in the comments just really just being shocked. And I'm just amazed that y'all are acting like these people are not out there. Like, they are out there. They are your homeboy. They are in the barbershop. They playing basketball. They at your job. They leaving in their girlfriend's car because they don't have a car. And they driving back to her apartment, eating up her baby's cereal.
Jody.
Exactly.
Jody.
Yeah.
And they laying some dick down so they can have some place to stay. But if she put them out tomorrow, they gonna be standing on the curb calling Tyrone.
Yeah. So comments, because the comments are lit tonight. So we got a couple of people. John is like, "Oh no, I haven't ever felt that way either. Who's giving penis just so they can have a place to stay? What part of life of that is that?" And he's like, he need a drink already.
Thank you.
Hey,
somebody
else made a comment to you, Duriel. Yeah, you were living with your 3 friends, but y'all wasn't having sex. That's a difference. It wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Right, but that's
a sexual thing.
It was nothing. And that's why I said I cannot. That's why I cannot wrap my head around it because, and I can't wrap my head around it because we did what we had to do. Grind to get ourselves together. Why the fuck can't a hobosexual do the same motherfucking thing?
They are. They're fucking.
They're
doing the charm.
And so what's the difference between that and being in prison then? What? You got a place to stay. You get 3. You got a place to stay. You got 3 hots in the car, and then you got somebody telling you what to do.
Dude, really?
So he
if you in
that
jail, you often might have you didn't committed a crime for you to go to jail. You in jail for a reason.
That's how I see it. You're living with somebody just to have a place to say.
So, dude,
that's why
it's jail. They committed a crime. They broke the law.
That's not the same. TK,
it's not the same.
I just wanted to clarify that somebody says, can a woman be one? Jeffrey, yes, a woman can be an homosexual.
And speaking of, so my buddy on here, Honey has dated a homosexual. Whoo! And of course, with us, everybody know Honey. It was a female.
Wait, hold on.
Here we
Let
go.
him catch up. Let him catch up.
Here we go.
So, my dog in the top right had a homosexual.
She had a homosexual. She didn't last long, but she had a homosexual.
She didn't last 24 hours.
Okay.
She lasted longer than 24 hours.
Okay.
Women,
2 weeks.
No. When the behavior started, remember, because it didn't start off that way. So when the behavior, made itself, when I was aware of the behavior, and which was maybe like 2 weeks after the fact, then that was shut down immediately. You do remember. So yes, women can be them too. Now in my community, since I don't date masculine women, I don't see it that often. But of course, I date feminine women. So yes, I have seen it once in my life of a female being a homosexual. Because when everything started, it was fine. And all of a sudden, gradually, it was complaining about, I don't want to work anymore, complaining about, oh, my rent is going up, just complaining. And it was gradual. Oh, can I get the key to your place? Hell the fuck no, you cannot. And then, they would come over a little bit more often. When you going home, because everybody who know me, know this, I don't share my space. Mm-hmm. If I'm sharing my space with you, I'm like, you didn't penetrate, this cold ice box right here. I don't share my space. So no, that didn't last long at all. But yes, women definitely can be.
Absolutely.
It was a trip.
Good. She even was cooking.
The bitch touched my motherfucking thermostat.
That was the killer. That's what.
Yeah, she was doing everything. She was cooking. She was cooking dinner. Like every time she would come over, like she was really like trying to bundle, get her way in there. But where she fucked up at is when she touched my thermostat.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, you got to go. And the day after it was a wrap for that.
And
because you were doing well and good before you met me, but it was like she met me and then she learned or saw what kind of money I made. It was like, oh, well, you can take care of me. No, the fuck I can't. You don't call me mama, and if you is, it ain't because I birthed you. So yes, women can be them.
So yeah, so
that bitch took my thermostat. Y'all don't understand.
Honey out here turning people into homosexuals.
No, she didn't turn anybody into homosexual. She called her out.
Yeah, because it was quick. You could tell. She was like, "Oh, this is a nice apartment."
Yep.
I said, "Girl, she trying to move in. She over there. Can I come over?" She trying to cook, like have dinner ready. Mm-hmm. I was like, she trying to move in, dog. Like, and even still, for a little while after, she still was trying to get her foot in the door to move in.
Yeah, women use. Yeah,
I need a couple of days. Like they fumigate my apartment. She would have got her in that house if she wouldn't have got out. She would have had to move.
Y'all know what? Now that I calm down.
Did you?
I knew I had homeboys whose girlfriends were homosexuals, and not because the way now that y'all talking, I'm starting to think about it. Like, yeah, but it was a Honey situation. Once they started figuring out, hold on, you lost your job, you driving my car, you ain't put nothing in this relationship but pussy. Yes, you gotta go.
But
and they was like, nah.
If you got it good, they say, women hold their own if the pocketbook is right.
No. That's you know what?
That's what the old people say.
That's a whole nother conversation.
You should never be broke.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah,
that's what she said. That was literally her thought process. Her thought process was she shouldn't have to, do anything because she said, as long as I'm fucking you, you can finance me.
Yep.
Oh.
I can fuck somebody else who got money too.
Oh.
But and all the fellas probably see it now. They like, wait, I was dating a hobo. Yes, your little throat goat was a hobosexual. She was over there goat. And you was just over there, this baby, and ain't even realize she got her hair products, her toothbrush, her panties in the drawer. She leaving your house in the morning, going wherever she going, because you was dating a homosexual.
Because there are people.
Just say that's that city girl attitude.
It is. And then somebody also asked, do you think this is a mental health issue for both parties?
Yes,
I think that it can be, and I think that it goes back to
it can be. It is because it leads back to self-esteem
and codependence.
And I'm glad you.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree that it's mental. Some people are very deliberate in what they're trying to do. That's not a mental illness. That's almost like narcissism, or they have a goal.
Isn't that a mental issue?
No, it's not. That's not categorized as a mental issue. That's a personality flaw.
That's part of it.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
So
narcissism is not a mental illness.
So is wanting lack of responsibility or not wanting enough in life, is that a mental illness? Because some people do this through life. Like it ain't just one situation. I'm lost out while I got this divorce or whatever else. It's just, oh shoot, I'm losing my bread and butter. Let me go on and kiss her a couple of times. Let me hug on her a little bit, act like I still want her so I can still stay. I've seen that happen as well.
But go ahead.
The divorce was
that's
over.
That's a borderline personality disorder.
But I know that
I would agree.
Women also, the women who I know who have taken in these homosexuals, that's something in them. And to me, those have always been these very controlling women. And it's not it's self-esteem issues, and there's control, because when I bring you into my house and I'm doing everything, I have a certain amount of control that you can't get fly with me.
That's another what's the name?
You can't be out here doing certain stuff, or you got to be home because number one, you in my car. I'm tracking you. I pay your phone bill because it's on my phone. Because I gave you the phone because you remember you showed up with nothing. And so when I'm doing all of these things, it's a control issue because I'm able to control you. And a lot of people get off on that. That's that whole thing. And then there are people who are willing to give up and say, okay, well, I need a place to live. But going back to the video from the guy about the painfulness of being a homosexual, one of the things that I remember him saying is that women are setting men up to be this way because we are not forcing them to be about their shit. So if I'm taking you and I know that you are down on your luck, then I'm setting you up for failure for you not to progress because I'm taking you as you are. That was remember he said that in that video, and he also said that that women are just purposely making a man or if he is gonna make some money, she taking everything he got so he can be in a situation to where he could never be able to get from under her.
Hey, Jeffrey, wow. Jeffrey said.
Oh yeah.
Jeffrey said, build a nigga. That's like build a bear.
Man, and women are actually tired of Build-A-Bears. Like,
that's
like when you take your kid to Build-A-Bear and you go through that whole process of picking out the skin and picking out the inside, and if you wanted to have a voice or singing, and you put the little voice box in, and then you even gotta give the motherfucker a heart. and put a heart off up in there and all that other stuff and get him sold up and dress him and bathe him. It's a whole process when you go through Build-A-Bear. When you go to Build-A-Bear, no, this is the process, and to them it's the same thing. You go through this whole process. Clothes are for the Build-A-Bear ain't cheap. You paying $6 for some damn drawers or some panties for a damn Build-A-Bear, like for real. Like it's a process and it's expensive. I
spent $120 at Build-A-Bear.
Man, Build-A-Bear got a lot of my money with my daughter. They got a lot of money. Say what?
Huh? Because I'm really interested in this whole builder thing. I want to build a bitch.
Go.
Me too. Hey, let's get together. Hey, you work IT, right? Let's make one.
That is not what you want to do.
Yeah,
I really do. I want a custom made build a bitch.
Yep. You better build her right when you do it. I mean, build her right.
You're right. I'm gonna let somebody else build mine.
Listen, unless you pick them up fresh from the high school a day after graduation.
No, because
some
of them you can't do them either because they didn't already been programmed on some fuck shit. They mama. Either if she done groomed her, done groomed her on some fuck shit, or either she was too busy in class and didn't groom her at all. So you don't want these motherfuckers that's coming out of school. You don't want these either.
You hit on something right there, T.
That ain't what you want.
All right.
Nah.
Oh, you hit on something right there. So, with these hobosexuals, are they moving them in with kids and stuff around?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
And see, like the video that I posted in the messenger.
Yep.
Jeff, love you, baby, but we do not bring people on mid-show because we do a process before we bring people on. And I usually throw that out there in the group, and people never want to come on the show except for the same people. So yeah, and we don't do Zoom.
Maybe next time, homeboy. Maybe next time.
We don't do Zoom. No negativity to Zoom, but we just don't. We don't.
Yeah, shout out to Zoom. Shout out to Zoom.
He dated a homosexual and wants to tell his story.
Nah, Jeff like me.
Gotta drop it in the comments.
Yeah,
Jeff like me. He's trying to wrap his head around this.
And you know what's funny? How many times do we post all the time about the topics or whatever that's in the group? And we've been posting on in IM since we started, which has been 2.5 months. No, this is the most that we've gotten comments in the group in the comments today, and the most people that want to jump on.
Okay, yeah, nah. So I'm just like, but nah. Back to what I was saying. It's like that's crazy. They are bringing these people into because now you got me thinking. Yeah, now you got me thinking about my homeboys because like I know one of them had a daughter, but now it makes sense why he did what he did. Because his daughter was living with him, and when old girl moved in and everything started looking shady, he was like, "Nah, you gotta go." So now I'm thinking about it. That's probably the issue with a lot of these kids going on. They parents are hobosexuals. They bring these
with them. Yes.
Huh?
And they travel with them. They travel with them.
That not only that part too, but the other part, you moving this person into your house, you showing your child, hey, you don't have to do nothing. Somebody else is out there gonna take care of you. Holy shit! So
and
this
not
is
only
like
that, you're moving these different dudes in around your kids. You got girls. A lot of these females got daughters. So you're bringing them in, and then when somebody say they touch me,
I ain't even gonna go there because somebody touched.
I'm gonna take it there because
somebody touched my daughter.
Working
Y'all gonna
around kids,
this just
I've seen the chick with 5 and 6 kids meet this little dude that's down on their luck. She getting food stamps. She ain't working. She getting all the government assistance, she housing and everything. She moved this dude in. He done came from somewhere else, and he done left his kids somewhere else, and he done moved in with your kids. And you then took a back seat, and he doing everything with your kids. He eating up your food. He eating up they Social Security money because you got kids with disabilities. And he chilling off the land. He eating off you. But then you didn't step back on being a parent, which you partially was in the first place. and got him dropping your kids off at school. You making him responsible for giving your kids their medication. You didn't just took the parenting role to a whole different back seat, but you got this homosexual taking care of your kids, and you have sons and daughters. I've seen it in my job. I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm with Jeff on this. It's the culture of some folks. That's the culture of some folks.
Yes. How did we get to this point in the community where we take people in who don't have a place to stay? Because at the end of the day, as Black people, we are soft-hearted people. We are compassionate.
I wouldn't say soft-hearted. We're family-oriented.
Yes, and then when people always want to point out when you supposedly don't do right by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And folks want to say, well, he was on his, he just got out. He ain't got nowhere to stay. Well, he been in love with you since middle school, and he just needs some place to stay. Mm-hmm. Or, girl, you need a man over there for your boys. You need somebody over there for your with you at that house. Y'all in the projects. You got to move them in. And so people have that stuff in their head, and they listen to it. I mean, I have been told, well, why don't you let somebody just come live with you? Aren't you lonely? No.
I know you fucking lying.
Not that lonely.
Not that damn lonely.
I got a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they have those, though. They have those, when people genuinely are going through some shit. When that dude came to me and he cried in the parking lot, when he was out there crying in that parking lot with the trunk full of with all his suitcases and the back of that car, I genuinely felt for a split second, damn, I should help him. And then the bitch who is my mama and me came back and said, God will provide. I can't do nothing for you, sir. You got to go. But I believe in all of my heart that he went on, left my place, drove around for a little bit, start hitting them back numbers, and found somewhere to lay his head.
I'm sure.
And that goes back to my initial heated conversation when I first came in.
Yes, sir.
Like, if you got that much energy, that much time, that much wit about yourself to talk to somebody and have people lined up just in case this one fall through, your motherfucking ass got enough time, energy, wit to figure out, okay, I can hustle myself into this house. I'll stay in this car for this many days, stack this money, get me into a fucking hotel or something.
Do you know how hot it is? These people ain't staying outside. It's hot. Ain't nobody staying in their car.
Shit.
It's been cold. Ain't nobody staying in their car. There's mosquitoes out here size of small birds.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna get. That's part of no. Let me go. Let me stop. All right.
Okay, so I got a question for y'all. So when I was doing research, I ran across this lady giving feedback on her hobosexual situation. So tell me what y'all think. She said, my ex was living with his mother when we began dating. He moved in with me. Then he convinced me the house I was renting was not good enough. So we found an apartment. Then that wasn't good enough. So he bought a house and I was stuck to pay the mortgage. I was pregnant in school, so I took out extra loans for rent prior to buying the house, graduation, and getting a job. Now I'm stuck with this extra debt. She said, never again. I'll die single and lonely before I put up with that again. So is that a hobosexual, or she just got suckered?
She got suckered by come in and make demands in her shit.
Yeah, no, she didn't. That's not a hobosexual. They moved around together. That's not a hobosexual.
I guess he was one when they met. It sounds like he was on his mom. Well, he that was a hobosexual relationship. He needs somewhere to go, so he went and did what he did with her. But once he got there, and she moved with him, or they moved together, now that's some other shit that I'm like, girl.
Nah, y'all Negroes.
And how he get a house? How he get the house?
Whoa, hold on. You coming to my lane. My first question is, who name the house was in? If it was in his name, she dumb.
How'd that even happen?
She
I
dumb
don't
as
know.
hell.
I seen it and I was like, "Ooh, let me screenshot this so I
And
can
then
use it on the
here's
show."
the other part. His more make it even worse. If the house was in his name, she's stupid.
Mortgage is a process, so how was it in his name?
Whoop, there it is.
And
So
if he's a homosexual, he didn't have
if
enough
he-
credit to get it in his name.
That's not
He don't have
necessarily true.
anything.
That's not necessarily true because
You gotta have a job. You gotta have income
to get a house.
Listen. A homosexual, he can put the house in his name and use her address, not her address, her income to get the house. Now, yes, you can.
No, you cannot, sir, not to buy a house.
Yes, the fuck
you can go on a deed.
You're right. I'm not gonna argue with y'all. I forgot women are always right. Yeah, you right.
No, I'm trying to understand.
Well, you know what? You got to argue in the first place. Now you know it.
No, I'm telling you, because I've seen it with my own right now, my own 4 eyes. I've seen it. I've seen a person go on a mortgage application and they just used their income and their name was not on the what's the name? Not on the what's the name? They just the mortgage application, they just used the income. That was it.
There is no way you can do that.
Shout out to
without income. Officer. You can put I don't see it. Your name can be on the deed. So whoever's name is on the mortgage loan has to have income.
Well, either way it go. Bottom line up front. If her name was on the what's the name and she got left with it, done. That's her fault. If it's in his name and she stayed, done. That's her fault.
For real. Why not just dip out? How is that her bill? She must have co-signed, did something. That don't even make sense. I don't understand none of that.
So yeah, that's the bottom line. Like, and then here's the first part. Wait, so she went from renting a house to an apartment. So she basically downgraded.
Yeah.
To go back to
twice,
a house.
Really? She downgraded twice. She went from an apartment to a house, but she left her own house, which she already had stake in, to turn back around and go into a house and press the reset button with a house that wasn't even in her name. So she
what kind of dick was he slanging?
I don't know.
He got some straight out of
y'all don't run across someone. Y'all don't run across someone that has
grass fed grade.
Yeah, I don't want it.
None of that. I don't want none of it.
I've had some dick that I was like, oh, I didn't have some dick like that before, but then I thought about it after I was able to get away for you just give me too much time. You let me come out the haze, and I'd be like, nah, I don't want that back again.
Look here. I don't never want nothing that good ever. Give me some average.
Let me get the mediocre, please. Let me get a plate of the mediocre.
Man, let me get all that just regular. Don't add no cheese, no chili to it. Just
that's a lot because you get mediocre shit, then y'all will be, oh, this shit all right.
No. Because you be missing some conversations in the group, apparently, where many of us have had some 4 inches that showed out. So, I'm just saying, it ain't always the size, though. It ain't always the size.
It ain't always the size.
There's a lot of motion that could be in the ocean.
So somebody put in the comments, what advice do I give a friend who is dealing with a homosexual?
Run.
Okay, first of all, is it male or female? That's the first question.
Does that make any difference?
Yes.
I think it does.
Difference. It makes a big difference.
Because there's some men.
For me, it's gonna make a difference on my response. So that's what I should say.
And
that's what I need to know first.
I agree, because I think females are a little more easier to address than a male when his back is against the wall.
And they're more emotionally attached versus a male.
Turn into a whole another situation. The question in the comments, a homosexual is a female. A homosexual can be female or male.
No, they're saying who is, when y'all asked the question is the person with the advice.
Male or female.
Is it male or female?
Yeah, that's what he was asking.
The homosexual
waiting on that answer. Matter of fact, who
So
asked that so I can see it? And if I gotta personally
so
message them, we can do
for
that.
and
But
this is just for me. I'm gonna go first and let the ladies talk.
Okay.
In that situation, if the homosexual is a female, then that means the dude who is holding her, or not holding her, have her living with him, is a male. So, well, the dominant male in a relationship. So the first thing is you have to start looking at yourself on why you allowed yourself to get in this situation. That's the first thing. Why? What in you is missing to make you go against what your normal standards would be? Um, and why would you allow somebody to use you in this situation? Then next thing is you need to figure out the legal ramifications because in some states, if they live with you longer than I think it's 60 or 90 days, that's common law marriage.
yeah, and there's
So
a
now
point.
it's legal.
Yeah, and now there's a
Now it's
point to
legal.
if you have somebody living with you and they're getting mail or they've been there for certain days, you got to go through the
Yes.
process of eviction.
Yep.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and that's why I said that's why I say it's ways you can do it, and like from what I've seen as far as getting people moved out, because I had people in my family had to go through this as far as moving people out the house. You can get they can get served by the police. You can have them served in police. They have so many days to evict. Uh, but but before we get into all that, you need to figure out how you got in this situation. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line because it doesn't it doesn't matter if you get out of this situation if you don't fix what's in you because you're gonna end up right back in the same situation.
Yeah.
And good God forbid, it could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be somebody that's whooping your ass all the time, and that's not
So
where you want to be.
my advice is that person has to get tired, male or female. You got to be tired of
Man.
having a brick lay on you.
Ooh, a brick. How big is this brick?
A brick sometimes is up to 340 pounds.
Woo! That's a building. That ain't no brick.
Yeah, that's a decent one. But you got to be tired of picking up bricks, and you got to be.
Oh no, you getting taking shots at those big dudes.
I know. I saw that. I don't know why she did that, but I like a juicy man. But
Ooh.
so, but you got to get tired. You cannot ever
Right.
even get to the situation to even think about how am I going to move this person out eviction process until you ready for them to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't do it.
Okay.
No, you right. You like you straight right on that. Like
Yeah.
you like when we talked before about being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and like you said, how do you get to that point? But I know, like you said, Black people, we're the most forgiving culture with people and situations. And you let somebody, okay, they tell you sometimes them lied, them that representative, oh, I just need some place to stay till next week to something. You trying to help somebody out, and then they didn't came in and they done became a permanent problem
Yep.
because they really
Okay.
didn't have
So
nothing
okay, I'm
until
sorry.
next week. So yeah, what
Because
was you gonna say?
these are really
DJ?
good comments. Like they said,
Yeah.
he loved her and she has nowhere to go, and he said he can't put her on the street. Okay, if that's the situation, then okay. I'm putting my disclaimer out there. These are my thoughts and my thoughts only. You can take that to however you want it. If he truly loves her, he has to explain to her what she is doing to him. He has to let her know, like, yo, I love you, but I can't operate like this. I can't operate like this. Then on top of that, if you truly love her, it's all right to set them up for their own shit. Now, what I mean by that is you ain't got to put them in a Ritz Carlton, but you ain't got to put them in the slut motel. You know what I'm saying? So you can say, okay, baby, I got you. I love you. I can't do this, but I'm gonna help you get an apartment. You gonna sign your motherfucking name down, I'll give you 3 months rent. You got to figure the rest out.
I
Okay.
don't think that's
So
good.
who
think
can
that's
actually
a
afford to
horrible
do
idea.
that though?
Huh?
Like, who can actually afford to do that though?
You
To
can't
put,
wait.
That's
to
not how
pay
you help
rent, to
them.
put somebody up
Yes, the fuck it is.
like that.
It's okay.
No,
So okay. So
I'm really being serious. Because let's think in this
Okay,
economy right now with the pandemic,
you right.
who can afford to
You
put
right. And I'm
someone
finna,
up like
and
that?
that's why I said you don't have to put them in the Ritz Carlton like I said, but you don't have to put them in a slut motel. So if you can find a studio apartment for maybe what $600-700, all right, cool. I got the first 2 months. You figure the rest of this shit out because that's what you paying anyway.
They
If
just
they
gonna
living
come
with you,
back. They'll be
if
back.
they living with you,
I
nah.
ain't got it.
Hold on, wait, because I didn't finish my thing. Then here's the thing: in that situation, that will give you time to actually sit back and clear your head.
Somebody said a roach motel.
Yeah.
Y'all killing me in these damn comments.
But the thing is that I think that we need to go back for a second, real quick.
Whoa.
Real quick. Go back to the definition of what homosexual is, right? And I'm gonna read it on. Let's look at it one more time.
Just stand up.
No. A word used to describe a person who dates with the sole purpose of finding a place to live. This is not somebody who is who you fall in love with, that you've been with for a while and you've moved them in and all of this. This is somebody whose intent from the moment they saw you and they saw what you had. You had a decent job, you got a refrigerator full of food, that you take care of yourself, that you got someplace to live, that this is that person who is intent that I need to get in on this because I need someplace to lay my head. I'm dating this. I am going after this person with the intent that I need someplace to lay my head. I need somebody to take care of me.
Well, the only person who knows the intent is the person who's doing it.
Exactly. So that's a whole. So I think that we are getting to a point where we're calling.
So it's great.
People,
yeah, it's a great area.
Yeah, the other people. If you're dating a woman and you're dating her and she falls in or falls on hard times in the process of dating, and you offer saying, "Hey, you know what? You can come stay with me," then that does not make that person a homosexual.
Okay.
Because their intent was not to move in. You offered. That does not make that them. These are homosexuals do like they come to your house, they look around.
Oh, yeah.
They sit around, and then they were there for 10 minutes. They came over before, they came over at 10 o'clock. Now they showing at 10 up 8. They showing to watch Price is Right. They there all day, they stay all weekend.
So wait, hold on. I'm confused now. Wait.
I'm hollering because somebody in the comments say homosexuals keep backups.
They do.
They got to. They got to.
So what do you
they say, girl?
Who got
it? Here's my question with that then. If first of all, how soon are these people coming to your house?
These people are coming in days.
Ooh.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you just meeting this individual,
baby,
homosexuals are quick.
Nah,
this is week, 2 weeks turnaround.
Not over here.
That's on the person that's on the person that's dating. Nah, I'll be damn. Like,
Just because you wouldn't move somebody in, just because I wouldn't move somebody in within a week.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even the whole fact of moving in. It's the fact that you're not finna see where I stay.
Yep. Thank you, Rodney.
No.
Yes, I'm laughing at Rodney's comment.
Rodney is a nut. He said, "Watching Price is Right in the heat of the night, sucking all up all your AC."
Because they've been there all day.
And see me, I'm like, dog, for the hobosexual to be in a situation to see what y'all have, I'm like you. How long y'all been dating? Because I don't let nobody be coming up to my house off the rip. We can go meet at Starbucks, Denny's. We can meet at the park.
We can meet in the
vicinity. You ain't coming to the house.
But I'm gonna tell you.
I'm crazy. So you can
let me tell you, hobosexuals, y'all have to remember these are people who have this intent. They figure out a way. Even the homosexual that, even though our first date was on the rooftop, he still knew where I found out where I lived, because he was like, well, let's just hang out. It's late. Let's have a drink. And I was like, you know what? You cannot know where my apartment is, but he did know where, he know what building I stay in, because we went on the roof deck. Now, because they have a special, remember, this is their skill set.
Now we get
this is what they do. You're not talking to somebody who's brand new to the game. They know what to say.
Somebody who's really looking for love.
I'm gonna need them to use that skill
People
set.
who move so fast. That's exactly it. People who move so fast. They meet, fall in love the next week, move in on week 2, and have a baby on the way by week 6.
Oh no.
Those are homosexuals. Those people have a system.
Nah.
But the thing is,
and I think that's my problem. Well, like I said earlier, I don't care. You can know where I stay. You run up in there at the wrong time, you're gonna have a surprise.
Me too. It ain't the wrong time. It's gonna be the right time.
Ta-da!
It's gonna be the wrong time for them. Right time for me.
Peekaboo.
Yeah. So
and we just have that that gun episode on what to get.
Yeah. So I guess that's why I'm like but it's I really think this is honestly it's a mental disorder on both ends, because it's like
I don't know.
I think so.
It's mental.
You put too much power into you putting too much into mental. You put too much power into
and this is why I say that, because like the person who is accepting them is either trying to feel something or trying to build something. It's either they're trying to feel something that they're missing, or they're trying to build something that they want. The person that's doing it is basically a dependent individual. Like, it's easier for me to depend on you and have you do all the work. They're a leech. It's easier for you to do all the work and I sit back and chill out, versus me going out there and sweating a little bit to get where I want to be. And that's again, like I said, these are my thoughts, and these are my thoughts alone. And
because somebody said they don't think it's mental, they think it's a con.
It's a con.
A con is mental.
I can see that.
Well, I mean, it depends how people look at it, because
tomato, it's the same thing. That's what it is.
It is. I highly agree. It is, because this hobosexual, I'm gonna call it a community, is growing. So when you're coming across this, like, this is now a whole nother issue that us single people have to deal with. Now somebody trying to move in, and
here's the thing too, and
all this other stuff.
It's growing. Here's the thing too as well. It's fucking up people who really are looking for love. Let's call it straight. It's fucking it up for them, because now folks are gonna have the guards so far up that when somebody was truly trying to get to you, trying to read your heart, they gonna get tired and be like, fuck this, right before it's time. Right before you let your guard down, and then you back in this vicious cycle. Right. Like, I knew this and this and this. If y'all be arguing with each other over some dumb shit that somebody else did because you went through a situation with a hobosexual and his ass over there with Becky chilling.
And the thing is that for me in my dating life, and the whole reason why we even talk about this is because I've gotten so hard about it. I gotta see where you stay at. Put your camera on.
They might be at their mama's house.
I need you to walk around so I can see if this is an old person's house with they got plastic still on their furniture. I got to see if they got the Benefals, the what's that stuff for the fiber cereal sitting on the counter. And
Hey, see if they got a rotary phone.
A rotary phone. Like, I gotta see all that. I gotta be digging in all that because.
Oh my gosh.
Shit, that may not help. They might have an eviction letter still talking to each other. Baby, that's all my shit.
Man, it's that time, and it's them last 7 days, and we got to make a move. We got to make something happen, Captain. Just say, I am too old for this shit.
Somebody in the comments just said, their friend is a good man and just stretched him out trying to take care of a grown-ass woman. Look, and I'm this, okay, man to man, and I hope you, when we finish recording this and post it, send this to your homeboy. I'm telling you right now. Look, dog, from experience, there's a woman out there for you. If all she doing is bringing you down, if all she doing is take, it's time to put her ass on the corner for real. Whether it's to sell that ass or sit on her ass, one or the other.
You was just gonna get
promote prostitution on this.
No, I didn't promote prostitution. The bottom line is get the fuck out the house. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's women out. It's 1, 2, it's 3 right here.
It's 3 right here.
Just hush, woman. I'm trying to make a point.
Come on,
God, dog.
Get the point.
You fucking it up. I'm trying to set you up, and you fucking it up without them out. No, just playing. So, what I'm saying, you see 3, so you know it's women out there that appreciate a good man. So, bruh, real talk, it's time to cut your losses. I know it's gonna be hard. I know your heart getting in it, and once our heart get in shit, it's rough to pull back. It's time to cut your losses, homeboy, for real.
Yeah, real talk. That's gotta be stressful as hell.
I'm curious if she love him.
She does.
She might lust him because that's a place over her head. So do y'all remember there was a post that I posted in the group maybe about a month ago, but it talked about, can a relationship survive if one person was raised on love and the other was raised on struggle? These hobosexual mostly situations. There's somebody raised on love, and there's somebody trying to that was raised on survival, and the hobosexuals are trying to survive.
And it can. Here's the thing: it can survive. It can work if people change. It can work if people change.
Frankie.
Okay.
I know. I didn't want to. He was really trying to he was making a point, and I guess the word is change. Like, only and people change.
Well, okay.
Want to change.
I shouldn't say change then. I should say no. I'm gonna say change because people can compromise and still be fucked up.
Yes.
So you have to change.
It's so many of us who are, and TK, I think that what you said about being raised on love and being raised on survival, like, that's a really good conversation point of when you are dating somebody. How were you raised? Like, how were you raised where it was we just out here surviving, or were you raised with that love and all that? Because it does make it very difficult because you have different background. But the thing is that when we are really out here trying to, when people, that one right there, his comment is on.
You see that?
Yep. And yes, my mother raised him like that, a man to take care of you. And then some people like me, my mom is like, you better not go nowhere unless you got your own money. You take care of yourself. But I also say that she made it to where I'm not soft either in that area because she didn't allow it.
Yeah. And I agree. And like she said, that's why the comment I made when you said catch these girls or these guys coming out of high school, pause that, because it's like, how was mama raising them if she's being raised out? Because let's be honest, with me working with kids, having my own kids come up and their friends, there's a lot of females that were not raised. They don't know how to even wipe their ass right.
Yep.
They wiping back to front instead of front to back. I'm just being real, because mama was not raising them, because mama was out doing her own thing. So, a lot of these things are coming out. Half the boys don't know how to wash their ass, wash their balls, and nothing else either. So that little sour shit coming up out of high school. Yeah.
No, but I mean, she's serious about how you don't, if you know that if taking care of somebody is the only way that you can show that you love them, and you out here looking for bricks to pick up to take care of, then that's on you. Is that on the person that you picked up?
Yeah, and here's the thing too, and that's to add on to what she said. Find a man to take care of you. What is she doing to take care of him? If he's expressing that he's getting broke down or he's getting wore out, and she continues to do the same thing, she's not taking care of him.
No,
she's not doing it.
She don't
her mama said.
She's chipping away at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not doing what her mama said. So either way it goes, she's still fucking up across the board. Because if that man is taking care of you, I guarantee her mama told her you need to take care of that man as well. If he's taking care of you, you need to shit me or y'all. Well, yeah, we need to have a class. Woo! I'm about to go left.
What kind of class?
Man, we need if that's not what's being taught. Cause I used to hear my grandmother tell my sister that shit all the time. My grandmama, my mom, all that shit. So like, if that's not being said, if a man is taking care of you, you need to at least take care of home. That's part of the goddamn problem.
That's it. Many girls don't take care of their man.
The homosexual then took out the missing piece. She then took out the piece to the public.
She said she not having sex. It's time for her to go. Period. Ain't no conversation. Ain't no. You not fucking no more. All right, bet.
Okay, but, so Erica, let me ask.
I'm coming. Hey, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this. If that was me, I get out work at 5 o'clock. At 4:59, your ass better be at the house. I'm gonna bring that bitch down and go get me another one.
Yeah. Shit. She in there now.
She ain't
gotta give up a damn thing. She in there now.
She in there like swimwear.
Knock on the door and say, ma'am, it's time for you to go.
Oh, they said this been going on for 2 years.
No.
That's not a homosexual. That's
that's some other shit going on there.
Yeah.
I tell you, here's the flip side.
That's not.
I can't hear you. Daryl, you're breaking up. You either too heated over there or your fan is on because you are breaking up really bad.
Going in.
I'm turned up right now.
He's still going in.
Pause.
Breathe.
You going off and we can't hear none of all that you saying. You going off for nothing at this point. Calm down, Cletus. Like for real. You got heated. You done blurred out. Voice distorted. Everything.
Cause she ain't fucking up when the pussy came off the table, baby. You got heated.
Rodney said you.
Hello, can y'all hear me now?
Rodney said you 400 degrees hot.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
You hear me? Y'all hear me?
Work just
I'm gonna hold this motherfucking mic right now. I'm finna hold this motherfucking mic now, cause now I'm throwed now. So check this out. If she ain't fucking dog, it's time for her to go. Cause I guarantee you, she ain't fucking you. She fucking somebody else. Promise you that.
That thing say 2 years though.
2
years. She fucking somebody else, and what's makes it worse? She probably fucking them in your house, dog.
You know what? Really? That fool.
Come on, let's stop bullshitting.
That's graveyard business.
Let's stop. Hey, let's stop bullshitting. Let's tell the truth. They've been doing this for 2 years, and she stopped fucking him. She fucking somebody else in that man's house.
That's not necessarily true.
That's true.
I'm gonna put it like this.
That's true. I promise you.
It may be. Everybody ain't doing that in nobody's house. Because I would hope.
Promise you that.
She ain't shitting where she sleep. I would really hope that.
I promise you that. And this is why I say that. This is why I say that. This is why I say that. This is exactly why I say that. And here's why. Listen to my logic now. She knows his schedule. She knows when he's gonna be home, when he's not gonna be home.
But people can do pop-ups though. That's stupid.
Hold on. No. If he is the type of person that I think he is dealing with her, he's gonna call her. You want to pick up a no, I'm good.
Your stuff, AT&T, that Korean internet messing up again. Yeah, you put the mic down, must have slammed it. The Korean mic. I don't know what's going on, but take a pause. Your stuff is, yeah. This fool, Rodney said, in situations like this, you have to ask yourself, what would OJ do?
I'm gone.
But
That's all.
He is so stupid.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Rodney, you are on one tonight, man, for real. Like, you were like straight on one tonight.
That's a lot.
That, and I mean, not trying to be funny either. It's really out of that area of hobosexual. It is, and
that's 2 years.
It's a lot. It's 2 years, but the relationship was over, and they don't want to leave. You know, it ain't what it is. You ain't putting into it. I mean, now it is no sex, so there's nothing to attach it to it being a hobosexual if the sex is gone. But she still, it's a relationship still. But those elements of the relationship are gone. So
yeah,
it's
okay.
like that borderline
kind
of. Yeah, we can hear you, and you look straight. You calm down again.
Hell no, I'm lit right now.
I'm gonna need you to be on that Korean microphone and internet. I'm gonna need you to be a little.
Nah, it's the hobosexual community. They coming after me. That's what it is.
You gonna get got.
Yeah. If I disappear
I'm gonna tell y'all this
next week, y'all come get me now. All right.
And I'm laughing because I'm finna put my bestie on spot a little bit. So some years back, I don't know where I'm going with it, but we discussed it. Some years back, my bestie called herself playing matchmaker and introduced me to this guy.
I have apologized for this already.
So over the years of community, me and this guy was communicating. It got to the point to where he had some hard times. I'm one of them people. I believe life happens. I really do. I believe, especially even now with the economy, people are losing jobs, blah, 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 can't afford their place. It got so to the point that dude claimed he was going to catch a Greyhound down here and pitch a tent on my lawn to stay down here. I'm like, who? Pitch a tent? Who? What homeowner association, finna allow somebody to be pitching a tent? Like, dude, that's not what we're doing. Well, I just want to be close to you. No, you don't. Now we ain't finna have a tent house situation. That ain't what we doing. Like, wrong answer. I disconnect that call real quick. But I mean, he was, and I knew he was going through. But I'm like, just because you going through, like, dude, we talking. We don't know each other social or nothing else. And you trying to move in slowly from getting in the front yard to hopefully getting through the door. No.
Again,
wasn't no ha, just playing or nothing. He was dead ass.
Man.
But do he know you live in Texas?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's Wild Wild West. You pitch a tent on my fucking yard, that bitch gonna be Swiss cheese.
Who is this person?
You know who it is.
Who the hell is that?
We talked about this person. Wait, who that made that comment?
Yeah, who is that?
Let me see who the hee-haw this is, because some of these little slick comments coming through.
We need nothing behind some of this.
Who is that?
Too much.
What? Which comment? I missed something.
The smart one about tell me you got some good without saying you got some good.
It's the emojis for me. I use that one all the time. Lord help.
Yeah. But no, like back to the comment when they were saying they just said the no sex thing started. Okay, then her moving process just started. Her eviction process just started.
So you're not gonna get her a place to stay no more, nothing, because it was love involved, and you was like, let's get her a place to stay.
No, you know what? Here's the thing. I would still do that. I would
Oh, okay.
I would still do the exact same thing. Nothing would change.
Okay.
She just got to get the hell out to get some while you paying for them benefits.
Am I? Yeah, of course. Of course, I'm still trying to get some.
Really?
Yes.
See, that's that fine line on the back of on the bottom of that
fine line.
application.
Hold on.
That's that fine line, dog.
Ain't no fine line because
It is
you can live it.
almost like
Ain't
prostitution
no fine line.
because the way you presented that was if you're going to help her by putting her up in the place. You never said you were still gonna be sticking your hand in a cookie jar, dog.
Goddamn, I'm paying for the cookie jar. What the fuck? I'm paying for the Oreos.
Did you see how you switched up the term and conditions? Then she might as well be in the house with you then, if that's what you do.
Nah.
Dude.
Nah, if she no, and this is why I say nah. Now if she was working, doing her thing, doing something around the house, okay, we can talk. We can talk. But if she ain't doing shit but sitting around eating bonbons and watching the stories all fucking day, and I gotta come home, still gotta.
But what if she leave you some bonbons?
I don't want no goddamn bonbons. It better be some goddamn fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens. Shit. Goddamn, you sitting at home.
But what if she can't? But what if she's part of that this? Well, I don't even want to say new generation. What if she's part of this generation that can't cook? Because before you open your mouth, before you say,
I'm finna crack your skull right now.
I ain't finna date no woman or marry no woman. I'm finna
crack your skull right now.
You know, we discovered it's a whole lot of people in the group that married motherfuckers that can't cook. So
I'm finna crack your skull right now. Say it. I'm finna crack your skull right now.
Let's get cracking. They can't boil water, but they got married.
You heard of HGTV, right?
Yeah.
You heard of Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what them 8 hours I'm at? Them 8 hours, 8, 9, 10 hours I'm at work. You better be on goddamn HGTV, Home Shopping Network, something. Learn how to goddamn cook. Find a cookbook. Go to the bookstore, get you a goddamn cookbook, and learn how to motherfucking cook. I'm gonna give you 30 days.
30 days, okay.
30 days. I give you 30 days.
What? So if you ate spaghetti for 6 days out of those 30 days, do you have a problem with that?
It depends on how good the spaghetti is. Real talk.
Don't let him lie.
I ain't eat no damn spaghetti.
Don't let him lie.
Listen, and this is why I will get up and go to work every day and stay at my own place because I'm not gonna do all that.
Well,
you're gonna figure out what you're gonna eat.
Okay.
Make sure you bring me something back.
Okay, and figure out where your ass gonna stay.
Jeff said, throat baby. Like, so what? Jeff, I'm asking you.
Oh, you know what?
And if her head game is that superb, is that enough for her to still stay with you and knowing what the situation is?
No,
throat baby.
Hey, I'm like Grandma Clump. No, Cletus. No.
Okay, so Dirk,
if she I don't give a damn if she makes me catch a cramp in my motherfucking foot, it's so good. I don't give a fuck because
your body tensed up like all the people that say
I'm finna tell you why.
Say they got a rose again, you doing damage. So what if your whole body go into like?
You're asking the wrong person because you know my mentality. You know my mentality.
Do like to
eat. Change a lot of people.
Hold on, you know my mentality. You know my mentality.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Just like you can suck, just like she a throat baby, it's another throat baby out there who making money. It's another somebody out there who can twerk, who can make money, who's making money. Hey, let's get together and let's do the damn thing. And I'm still getting the same shit that I got before.
They cutting up.
Oh damn, dog! You get 3
said if she can suck a golf ball through a water hose, she got a place to stay for 3 more weeks.
You better than me. You better than me. You better than me.
3 weeks, she gonna do a new trick.
That's what I said. You better than me because it's a setup.
In that time.
Oh my God!
That's how people get.
You know what? I don't know what the hell they got into the people in the comments tonight because y'all is off the damn chain.
But back to the homosexual joint though.
Yes.
You have to. And I hate to say this, but you have to be smart and be careful about that stuff because, again, like somebody said earlier, it's a con. So they crafted, they have perfected that craft.
They have perfected it, yes.
So you gonna honestly, we just got to be 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of that.
But do you think that?
Bottom line,
do you think that? Go ahead.
No, you're not moving in my goddamn house. It's in the discussion.
But do you think being that whole 2 or 3 steps ahead, do you think that that wall and that precaution and all of that puts a damper on the romance, the passion, the falling in love, the quickness of that whole we connected and we together.
No. And this is why. Because it takes two people to tango. You can't let them dictate the speed of the relationship. If a motherfucker always already talking about, let me come over, and then it's cool to say, hey, you come over, you come visit, but when they start, like you said, they coming over not 10 o'clock in the morning, why price is right now, bitch? No. Oh, go to Best Buy. They got a whole bunch of TVs. You got a whole bunch of TVs on the goddamn wall.
Wow.
Like, hell no. You gotta take your time to get to know this motherfucker, man. Like
and
2 weeks.
Messing up
2 weeks is not long enough.
But
like, okay, hold on. I'm finna say it like this. How long can a child lie?
How long can a child lie?
Yes.
I mean, it depends on the child. Are these good lies or bad lies? Because
a lie, period.
If you a bad lie, then
hold on. Studies say a child now, and that's 2 to 8 years old, can lie for an average of 2 weeks before everything started to unravel. Studies have shown that a con man, the good con man, can keep a con up for 6 months.
Wow.
Before,
yeah, that's about right. Because you know
before stuff started unraveling.
Getting all them people out their money, conning them, talking about they need citizenship, and they broke the rent.
So hold on. So how is it that you know all this stuff and you letting people move in your house after 2 weeks?
But that's the thing that you're missing. A hobosexual, that is their purpose. They tell you up front that they are in bad shape, that they need somewhere to stay.
I'm bad. So hey, we in the same boat, dog. Let's make a change.
What was the girl's thing? What was her end that she was trying to, because she was tired of working, she was struggling.
Yeah, she was like stressed, and her job was stressing her out, and basically she didn't want to pay no bills. That's basically what it was. She didn't like her
job. Right, homosexuals are upfront with their homosexualness.
Yeah.
So then that's hold on. So then if they're upfront, then that's on the person who accepts it. That's bottom line. It's not the homosexual fault. Because if they're being upfront about it, if they're coming out and tell you, hey, I need a place to stay, I will give you some dick, I'll give you some pussy to stay here. It's on you to say yes. It's on that person. It's on you.
You don't think they're upfront?
Because I think a lot of it, especially where we are with this whole dating scene and people wanting to fuck so fast. For one, they offering you some ass, you letting them in the door. So now you may not know what they got going, but now they at your house.
Okay, they can do all that shit.
You want to see them more often, or instead of sending their ass home after you fuck, they spending the night and y'all waking up together. And then they don't want to see you again, and they coming over later to give you part 2 of what you had the night before. And the cycle just continues and continues.
That's called dick on demand.
Watch out.
Okay. I feel what you're saying, Nika. Yes, it happens like that, Nika.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always one thing in that common denominator that motherfuckers overlook. You send their asses home.
Hello.
That's it.
What if they get used? What if they giving dick quill though?
I don't give a fuck if they give me dick
quill. You went to sleep. You went to sleep. If
she had me in the levitated over my bed, calling on Jesus at the same time, speaking in tongues.
Damn well you falling asleep after sex and she leaving you like
and right and wants some pancakes and some sausage in the morning.
Even if it's that good, I'm like, okay, we good, you ready? You pack your stuff up? All right, let's go. Where I need to drop you off.
Sleep. That girl gonna be there in the morning. When you roll
she gonna be there in the morning. Again, what's up? Hey, y'all not what the part y'all missing is y'all keep saying the same. Oh, she gonna be there in the morning. That's fine. and I'll roll over and fuck again. All right, what time you going home?
Oh.
That's the end of it. Like, what time are you going home? It's not no, oh, you can stay as long as you want. No.
But then, okay, so you
Your
fuck
name
again and send her on her way, right?
You ain't on the deed. If you ain't related to me, you not finna stay longer than a goddamn day.
Okay,
Maybe
but wait.
And
You
you're not in a relationship. Maybe a weekend. Maybe. And that's gonna be
maybe
what
a week. See, that's how you
So
open
maybe
that
it
door.
went to maybe a weekend from not at all.
I said maybe. And what did I just say? Butt naked and fucking the whole time. After that, bye. Oh, where you want me to drop you off? Oh, you just treat me like a hoe. Ooh, you called yourself that, not me. I enjoyed the weekend, but still, where you want me to drop you off? And like, no, and that's why I say, I guess that's my mentality. That's my thought process. No, you're not finna. No, hell no, fuck no.
Well, I can tell you right now, men get an attitude when you put them out quick.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you
dog.
Exactly
they get
why.
yeah. I don't get no breakfast.
I might get jumped on. I might get jumped on for saying this shit though.
Here we go.
Because it's an ego. It's an ego thing. Because like we put it on you, you like, all right, when you going home, we like, damn, we ain't even put a dent in this motherfucker. Like, that's what it is. We don't see the whole homosexual shit. We look at, I just put it down, and you like, all right, when you leaving? Like, damn.
You got to go home.
You got to go home.
And if I go somewhere, I'm taking my ass home.
Oh, I take my ass home.
I'm going home. I'm not spending no
See, that's what I'm saying. So again, as you see, as all y'all said the exact same thing, y'all going home. Those individuals make that choice to allow that person to stay there. Period.
Right. You're correct. I had to break up with somebody because I realized I like the Shipley's donuts that were by his apartment when I left more than I liked the dick.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
I was more excited about getting me some and then rolling up at 3, when Shipley's open up at 4:00 in the morning. I was like, these donuts gonna be hot and fresh.
Oh, that sounds good.
And then I realized my friend called me out. She said, I think you like the donuts more than you like him. And I was like, I do.
Damn.
She was like,
so was the package not up to par?
No, it was just fucking. It wasn't, we didn't have no conversation. It was just to take care of business, but it was unnecessary. It was just unnecessary entanglement. But I like the Shipleys.
Like, I need another dose if it's good, because good peen is hard to come by. It's real.
It is.
So then,
very hard to
come by. Needle in a haystack.
So y'all are hitting on something then. Y'all keep saying good penis is hard to come by. That's part of the game.
Yeah,
that's part of the game.
Ain't no peen that good for me to accept no homosexual.
Let me tell you about homosexuals, and this is why I don't fuck homosexuals. Homosexuals will try to beat your back in. They fuck like it ain't no tomorrow. You cannot fuck. A homosexual will have your toes sitting up like this. A homosexual is gonna fuck you with all the energy of everything. Red Bull, every flavor of Red Bull. A homosexual. And that is why you cannot sleep with him, because a homosexual's intent is to stay. And so he got to put you out. So he got to give you dick so good that you underneath the covers calling your friends talking about bitch.
They're gonna have to be better than Tony. Better than Roy.
Bitch. That's what now. Homosexual skill set is not just to get into your house. Homosexual is to get you into bed and to fuck you like you ain't never had it.
But see, here's the thing though.
Because the homosexual I know, he didn't have no sex game.
He didn't have no what?
He didn't have no sex game. He had a gift of gab, but he didn't have no sex game.
Wait. When you say gift of gab, you mean gift of talking or gift of
charming? He had that sweet mouth, the sweet mouth where he could talk.
Yeah,
the sex game and all that.
I'm curious to know who the fuck you talking about. I'm really curious.
We'll talk about that in the after party.
Yeah, I'm like really curious. Like,
even though you know, but
we'll drop it in the private chat then. Shit.
Because I was told by some people that had got hobosexed that it wasn't no sex. And I was like, okay, but he don't cook and he ain't cleaning up either. What he doing? Like,
I'm really curious. Like, damn, I'm sitting here over here trying to think.
That
who the common denominator between y'all?
From
like
the all this and all that, you can go get you a rose or what's that other one, Shanika?
Why you call me?
Don't play with me. What's that other one? The man one?
You know goddamn well I don't know what you're talking about.
I posted it in the group the other day. But anyway, do get you one of them and get that. Be looking like that looking like that roach after Ray didn't hit it and be all like this too. So I mean, well, what's the body, like put a pillow next to it or attach it or sew it super good or something. Do what you got to do if that's what it is. But you can get that same thing from something that's battery operated or charged. Mm-hmm. Like
homosexuals have a skill set, and this is what they do.
And so let me ask. So not y'all. I want to know. Like, I'm curious. Like, we already had one person in the comments say that they have a friend that is dealing with a potential homosexual. Is anybody else that's in the comments ever dealt with that? We know Jeff and Rodney hasn't, but I wonder if anybody else in the comments ever dealt with a homosexual.
Had got a homosexual that you couldn't get rid of.
You're saying hobo, right? And not homo.
I said hobosexual. You know, I had my finger on my lips.
Oh, okay.
For real. So. Well, Jeff, homosexuals are everywhere, and it's not just in San Antonio. There are some in San Antonio, but they are everywhere. And this is just this added accessory that makes dating hard because you don't know somebody for you or for what you got and where you live at because they need the cop and squat. So
yeah, that too. And whoever made this comment, that is true. So if you add that, well, it says if they got a mouth game, being mentally fucked is more potent. And that is true. That is so true. So if they got a mouth game and a good sex game,
I ain't gonna lie.
I can see that. I can see
it. I seen the mouthpiece. I see. And Shanika is game too. We seen the mouthpiece in motion.
I can see it.
And we was looking like this. And we laughing like a motherfucker because we like, is this bullshit gonna really work? We in tears. I think I laughed for about an hour because I was so damn tickled at how he was spitting game and how the game was working. Like I'm telling you, he didn't have like what she just did. He was like this on the phone, and he said,
"Gotta do the hands, do that."
So you know I've been missing you. I mean, he ran the game, and we like this. We on the floor because when he did like this and reeled that in, we was like, I wouldn't have fell for the shit, but we seen it, and I was like, so you actually got bitches falling for that shit? That little, hey, little mama. And he took the glasses off, knowing his ass can't see. He took the glasses off. But he ran that shit. After he got off the phone with her, he called another female, ran the same shit. So he had somewhere to stay for a couple of more weeks. He had just lined that shit up like that. And we was like, these hoes.
I guess this is me. I can't do that.
Man, say.
Not just for in my core, I cannot allow myself to be not productive in any capacity.
He might be going to class right now and make some money. That might be a side hustle.
Nah, in my core, and then in my core as well too. It's like I cannot be in a situation where if something happens, I have to rely on somebody else. I really can't. Shit,
so is it somebody else, right now, period, or female?
Somebody else, period. I don't give a fuck, male, female, whatever. Especially, and I don't take this the wrong way, especially not a woman. especially not a woman. I don't want to have to. If I have to rely on a woman, I will still pursue my goals to get on my own 2 feet. I won't just sit there and be comfortable. I couldn't be comfortable because one, especially if I'm gonna call myself in a relationship, regardless if I like you or not, I'm not finna sit here and be a burden to anybody.
See that you said the B word.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
Even
that's
in
exactly
my
what it
own
is.
personal, I have an issue
See,
with being
that's
a
the
burden
point. And
to
that's fine.
anybody.
And that's fine. And that's fine with people not minding being a burden, but it bothers me.
It bothers me. That's
Yeah,
like
it bothers me. So
and from my situation, and I can say that just through these couple of good years, dealing with Santi and the changes with finding out about his autism when I've had to quit my job and stuff. Like me being in the situations, I did everything I could make sure I'm not a burden to anybody because that's something that would eat at me. I'm not that person to live off of people, to borrow money. And if you my friend, you know that. Like if I ever ask you for anything, I gotta be like flat ass out, like dog needed. Like even my kid's dad will tell and testify. I don't ask him for nothing. But if I have to make that phone call and be like, say, and I'm telling you until this day, only thing with him is he won't let me pay him back. That's the only thing about him. And I be wanting to punch him in the eye. But he know if I ask, it is definitely a need. And it's definitely not to be a burden because I don't want to be a burden to anybody ever. And then you got black folks that be like, let her borrow $25 and shit.
all right.
Yeah,
okay.
No. So I'm not the burden type at all. So we have one of our old guests in the comment that has graced us before, and he said, I hate this show. He also said homosexuals are in full survival mode.
But see, and that's a lie. That's a lie. I'll be goddamn. That's one thing I'm not finna accept. I've been in survival mode. That's one thing I'm not finna fucking accept. I didn't. And sorry for me getting so hyped because I hate when people. To me, that's an excuse. Survival mode means you will do any and everything in your power to do it. Homosexual is no. That's not. No.
They doing.
No.
And everything.
I refuse. No.
That's what they doing. They
so
doing
if that's the case, then
everything.
So if that's the case, then if they game and that shit is that potent, then why don't they just fuck for money then?
They are.
No, and have your own shit.
As Marcus said, for sex and for food and shelter. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, have your own shit, not be borrowing from somebody else. Because that's all you're doing.
If they get in your house, they can make it their own shit.
Nah. And no,
I think you keep like missing the whole like definition of homosexual. Like your mind can't wrap around the definition.
It can't. And you see me struggling over here. You see me struggling.
I think this is definitely a struggle episode for you.
Because I'm just like I cannot rap. Because what I want to say, what I want to call them.
Go on and say it. Go on and get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Get it off.
Rodney said it. They're boys.
They're
boys. Rodney said it.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of fuck niggas. That's what they are. To me, that's what all this is. A bunch of fuck nigga shit. And the fucked up part about it is people are monetizing this shit. People are making this shit a thing. They making this shit a thing. Like this is part of.
Took off his glasses, y'all. He mad, man.
This is not because like no, and this is why I say that because this is why I say that. This is why I say that because I'm listening.
Sticking to him.
Yeah, because I'm sweating like a motherfucker too. I ain't gonna lie. Because one, they making it okay for this shit to go on. By making it a thing, giving it a title, now you gave it status. Now, what's happening is I'm not worried about my generation. If I don't give a fuck. If you listening to this and you get mad, I don't give a fuck right now. But the problem is, what's happening, you're showing the next generation how to roll. So that's why the community is growing, because they're seeing, hey, I don't have to do this. All I got to do is get in somebody's house and I'm good. And what's going to happen? Then the generation after that, it's going to be the same thing, and it's going to continue. And then what's going to end up? It's going to be a fucking generational curse. Cause that dude or that woman moved in with somebody, had a kid, then they find out the true story behind mommy and daddy, Uncle Ray and mama, and they go like, oh, okay, I can do the same thing too. But then that daughter and the girl, the daughter and the what's her name, gonna do the exact same thing, and it's just gonna keep going.
But don't you think that is happening in so many areas in our culture?
It's already happening.
It's already
happening.
That's my problem. That's part of that's.
There is a younger generation. The generation, and I'm gonna tell you this age range from me having conversations. I won't say where I had these conversations, but this 20-year, I'm gonna say the 20-year-old bracket, more closer to that end. So now it's the thing to have a man come in, they done got knocked up. Man ain't got no job, but guess what? When they ask for that food stamp card, guess who got the food stamp card? Guess who going shopping? Oh, he mad because I didn't want to cook what he wanted, so he went and bought seafood for the whole neighborhood and
that's
that right there. That's card, and I'm looking at them like,
first of all,
is you okay with that? Like, first of all, your kids is why you got them food stamps, but he didn't went and bought shrimp oil, and he from Louisiana, so he like to do shrimp balls like 2-3 times a week, but he using your food stamps card, baby. You think that's okay? He didn't sold his car because he said, well, your mama didn't gave you a car so he could drive your car, so he sold his car and got the money, but kept his own money, got his stimulus, kept his stimulus, but let you buy all his kids and your kids shit with your stimulus, and this is that generation. They think that's cute. They can say they got a man.
Right. But they also say that what you do for me, like you see a lot of debate about these folks talking about, well, if I'm with him, he got to finance. Or it's a man saying, well, if I'm over there with her, I got to finance. You in every rap song, somebody is about giving somebody else something, but everybody's being takers.
Yes.
There's a whole generation of taking, and it's putting everybody on guard about even trying to slightly give somebody a break.
Yeah.
Because there's so many takers out there.
And and sadly to say, a lot of people that's getting played is females, and these younger females. Because
because y'all outnumber us. Because y'all outnumber us. Like that's just off of street.
There's some old ones that's being suckered too, because the older women, self-esteem gets lower. They want to be desired, and they have these young men coming to them, telling them everything they want to hear. So it ain't just the young ones.
My inbox is full. I am 46. My inbox is full of 28-year-old, 31-year-old, 32-year-olds.
All right,
you're a MILF.
I don't want no child.
What's your cougar? You a MILF?
I mean, I saw one that I might be a cougar for, but I don't want to be anybody's sugar mama. I'm not buying anybody no game system. I'm not buying anybody no tennis shoes. I'm not renting somebody a car. I'm not getting an Airbnb because I got credit. I'm not doing none of that. But there are people there. I'm with Honey. There's a lot of women my age who are being suckered into this, and there's a lot of young girls who are catching on. Saying you can't go over there and fight Barbara no more. Like that's over.
Barbara shooting people now when you
can. You can. You can fight Barbara if you got them hands. You can fight everybody.
Listen, I am not Barbara. I will light you up. Like you said before, come on that yard if you want to. Ain't nobody doing that. But the thing is that That's how these homosexuals are moving. They got that young girl, they got an older one, and they moving back and forth. And you are trying to, but you ain't got nowhere to you ain't got nowhere to lay your head. You ain't got a key to not one place. You ain't even got a key to your mama's house. You just traveling because your mama won't even let you in. You just on the ring looking in the camera, talking about I'm here. I'm here.
God dang, Marcus.
I'm here.
I like that.
I remember that. I remember that message that you preached in church. Do you remember that, Shanika?
Nico, you need to put that on a shirt.
But not sweat for you. He said homosexuals will sweat on you and not sweat for you.
Damn.
You need to put that shirt on a shirt.
He had that. He preached that in church some years back about about women being with these men that will sweat on you but not sweat for you.
Truth. Make no effort.
So then let me ask the question.
Come on with it, because you
is there a thin ass line between a hobosexual and a sugar baby? Because sugar babies getting their money, right? They getting money.
So this is my thought process when it comes to that. Sugar babies getting the money and going to fuck home.
Or to their mama house, they going somewhere.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
They getting the fuck home.
Sugar babies are working. That fucking is a job. Yeah, they got other clients.
Yeah.
So then technically, are they doing the same shit except they getting their money and funding they shit that they got going on, their houses and cars? But a hobosexual is basically a fucking what would you call it? A generic sugar baby.
Well, Rodney said the sugar baby got a place to stay. And I ain't gonna lie, some of a lot of these sugar babies got multiple jobs. They hustle is strong. You know it. We be on TikTok.
Sugar babies have a place to stay. Homosexuals are surviving. They generic.
They're in survival mode.
So they basically one's getting their money to do what they gotta do. So it's like a level up from a hobo. Because a hobo just in your shit, not doing nothing. Just like, I'm going to be here. I'm going to just be here. But the sugar baby is grinding it out, getting the money, and taking care of their shit with multiple clients.
It's not that hobosexuals is a broke sugar baby.
So it is. Okay. That is. Now we understand.
And just say a lot of the sugar babies got OnlyFans. But they gotta hustle.
Hey man, I think the homosexuals coming for me because I ain't never had this many damn problems on the damn internet.
Might be. They cut that shit off.
You a target.
I see. Hey, that's fine. You know what I say? If people coming for me, that means I struck a nerve.
Because I'm telling you,
this conversation they need to have with themselves, not me. Don't get mad at me.
Because I'm telling you, Jeff, I told you single life is even harder right now. Like God is gonna have to put him on the table with a whole lot of arrows, and he gonna have to be lit and everything. This is the one. This is him. This him. Because at this rate, it's too many fakers and shakers out here. People have.
And y'all still gonna be like, nah, that ain't him. I prayed for the last one. Look what happened.
Yeah, that's why I say he gonna have to be specific. I'm gonna need all arrows. He gonna have to be lit up like a airport landing strip. Like he gonna have to be lit. Like, cause right now I don't know. It's just every time you turn around, there's something else that adds to the difficulty with dating. Like you done went to representative and beyond now with the dating. Like it's
everybody want.
It's a game.
Now we're gonna get on to another topic, but because everybody want a popcorn relationship.
And I think
it's the relationship.
They need to understand that's why we ask the shit we do too. Like y'all think we asking questions about do you work? Do you have your like y'all think we just trying to be a gold digger? No, we trying to keep from getting in a homosexual relationship. And if you want me to flat out tell you, sir, I just need to know, are you a homosexual or not, so I can proceed or not?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get in your shit. I got my own shit. I just want to know you ain't trying to get in mine and ain't wasting my time. I got shit to do.
First of all, I gotta figure out, before I can figure out if you a homosexual, first I gotta figure out if you got a wife somewhere.
Oh,
So that's my first one is to figure out if there's a wife somewhere. Then I got to find out if you a homosexual. Then I got to find out if you disease free. And then I got to find out all this. Do you have finance? Do you even have a job?
How many kids you got?
Oh,
How many
okay,
kids
all
you
right,
have?
we getting off topic now because I'm curious about this
it's not
because
off topic. The question.
no, because like everything that you guys listen, everything that y'all talking about, you coming from a female point of view.
Marcus said, "What happened to gigolos?"
Y'all coming from a female point of view, but women do the exact same thing. But the interesting part about it is nobody. What's the word? I don't know.
Don't be like the man talking about that. This is bitterness. That this is only. This is
No.
We are women. We are
And this why
there are women out here doing this.
The example I was going to use is fucking what's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith. When she went out and did her thing, everybody celebrated her like, oh, she did this.
No.
Wait, can y'all stop it?
No, everybody did not celebrate Jada. So don't say everybody celebrated Jada. Everybody, all women did not celebrate Jada.
Majority of other people celebrated her as talking about she felt whatever, she fulfilled her, whatever. So it goes both ways. If you want to talk about relationships and dating and all that shit, it goes both ways.
It does.
And the bottom line, what I was trying to say is that I'm gonna say this. My personal opinion, it's not us per se, it's how relationships are being shown. And what I'm talking about is like if you look at media, how the media is portraying relationships and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's talking about, oh, you got the main one and then the side one.
Mm-hmm.
Side chicks is becoming a big thing. Hobosexuals becoming a big thing. It's like the media is telling you how your relationship should be, and the people who are like, no, this is what I want for my relationship. Again, this is what I want in my love life, or this is who I want as my partner, are getting frustrated because the motherfuckers that are out there are listening to what the media and what society is saying versus listening to what they really want and what you want. And so I think that's where a lot of the relationship issues come from. And versus just unplugging and be like, yo, I want a woman who can cook. I don't mind if you work, fine, I got it. Three nights a week. We can eat out the rest of the 4. We can do this, and this. I want a man. Y'all can be like, I want a man who know how to at least use a goddamn screwdriver, who could know how to jump a car, some shit like that. And y'all just come together. It's like, oh, if you ain't got these stacks and all this other shit. Yeah.
But
all right,
I know. I'm actually what you said. I agree with completely because it's the same thing. Everybody want this big ginormous booty, but a flat stomach too. You want that combination is hard to come by. I'm not gonna sit there and wear a waist trainer 23 hours out the day.
That shit is dangerous
because of that. But it's a real deal, and I really feel like that. Because I'm I'm out here in this dating world, and these guys are like, I'm like, okay, well, take me on a date. Well, why I gotta take you on? Well, we can go Dutch. We can meet somewhere. You're not coming to my house to chill. It's not any of that. But I wish to be dated, and dating for me does not mean that you got to take me over here to the finest steakhouse, or I expect a gift, or I expect for you to roll up in a Benz. Like that's not reality. That's what people think that they're supposed to see on TV. I had somebody tell me, well, it was my birthday and I didn't get a Gucci bag that I asked for. This nigga don't love me. I'm breaking up with him.
Oh.
Please do.
He ain't got that money. So how you expect something like that? Because you think that that's what you see on TV. Everybody getting these Birkin bags and getting all this. And you think that that is how somebody shows they love. No, somebody shows they love for me by making sure my tires, I got air in them. And if we go to, and if we
wash my car, baby,
wash my car and put some gas in it.
I don't need Birkin. I don't need gas.
Yeah, show me you love me. Be like my daddy. When you come in my house, check my locks on my windows. Make sure.
Hey,
go walk around my house and make sure everything is locked up.
Hey, but hold on, you got to let them in the house first.
You do. That's right. You're right. I got to let them in the house. But that is. We keep getting caught up in what everybody else. I hate that thing about relationship goals. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Everybody's relationship needs to be what they are and whatever goals you set with that person. Now,
here's the other thing about relationship goals too. This is the part that I tell people to stop. It's just like you advertising. When you say, when they first thing out of their mouth, what you want in a man, what you want in a woman, or they reading what you posting on fucking Facebook. Stop doing that shit. You just basically gave the crook the keys to your house. Like,
but you know what? I think that's weird though. When people ask me, well, what are you looking for? And I tell them, and then people are like, well, you shouldn't tell them. They should have to figure that out. Why? Well, you just letting people not know expectations? That's crazy.
No. See, expectations and what you're looking for are two different things. You can be like, I expect you to treat me at a certain level. That's not saying I want this man to do this specific type thing, or I like this specific thing. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't, because I'm coming from, I'm a teacher, right? So if I'm in education, I know that anything that I want my kids to know, I gotta show them.
Yeah. Right.
I don't expect for my kids to know how to throw trash in a trash can.
True.
Because I have to show them this is how I expect you to throw trash in my trash can in my classroom. Right. Now you go down the hall to Miss Johnson, you do whatever that bitch wants you to do. But in here, this is what you do. And so everything that I expect, I teach. And so that's the same way for me with dating. If I expect it, I have to teach you what I expect.
But then isn't that giving that homosexual the keys to the car?
Listen, I got enough sense to know that car ain't gonna start and go nowhere for that homosexual. Because I've already said, just like the guy just like my homosexual when he was crying in that parking lot, what kicked off the entire.
He waited too. He went too early. He spoke too early.
No, but what set him off was that we were having a drink, and I told him I don't date bum ass niggas. I don't date bums. I don't fool with bums. I don't have them in my life. And that's when the date. And I didn't realize at that time that's when the date went left. Because remember, he went all the way off, and then he told me he wanted his beers back. He wanted all this, and then when we were in the parking lot, he says, "I'm a bum. I'm one of the people you was talking about." And I said, "Huh?" He said,
he admitted it.
And I said, "Oh, I didn't know that." And that's when he started crying, and that's when he showed me all his suitcases in the back of his car. Because I gave the expectation that I don't do bums. And he knew right then and there he was gonna have to change his plans if he was gonna work with me.
Exactly.
And so he hit me with the angry, then he hit me with the explanation, and then he hit me with the tears. And then he hit me with the begging. I couldn't do I'm telling you right now, all I could do for him was say, God will provide for you, but I can't do nothing with you.
God will provide.
He showed you the suitcases so he could show you what he was working with.
Listen, when he rolled down that window, he talking about, do you see that back there? Do you see that back there? See what? I don't know what you want.
Hey, I'm surprised your dumb ass wasn't like, damn, you moving?
I couldn't. And I saw somebody talking in the comments about this generation. This man was 50. Oh, 50, I'm sorry, 49 years old. 49.
What? Oh.
He was how old?
48 or 49.
Oh, Lord.
That's
Shanique,
I don't know.
We ain't got
That's why. Oh, then wait. So then the question is like, if they got enough money to be, never mind. All right, let me go.
No,
what kind of phone he had? What kind of phone he had?
He told me he had been living out of a hotel. He had a regular phone.
Oh, I was like, did he have an iPhone and shit like that?
That senior citizen phone that they
he might have. But the thing is, he was divorced, and I always think about that. I never, because we didn't get into that. I knew that he was divorced, but my thing is that I couldn't do nothing with him, and it's not like we could have more conversation for me to dig into his.
Yeah, what was going on?
I had to get rid of him, but once again, I told him what I expected, and that's what set the whole thing off. He was like, I said, I don't do bum ass niggas.
And he got mad.
And the date went completely left from that point.
And that's how it all started.
That's how it all went downhill. Because I gave the expectation. I'm very clear. I don't date married men. I don't date hobosexuals. It's never going to happen. I'll be over here by myself.
And that's how it be looking like. It don't look too bright out here in the single land. It look like you finna be by your motherfucking self.
That's it. And I'll continue to be over here by myself on a Saturday night with y'all.
Hey, that is. This is my Saturday night date.
Yeah, this is it. Because I can't do it. And I'm with is it Nakia? I keep saying it wrong. Nakia? Not Nakia. How do you say it? Your name? Nika. I'm sorry. I keep adding extra letters. Nika. I'm with her. Like if I got to start asking you 1,000 questions and I got to roll out this questionnaire form, then that's just what I'm gonna do. If you make it through that, then you good. And if you feel like you're getting keys to the game, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am very funny acting. I will switch up the entire game tomorrow.
And you're right. And you can ask those questions, those dating questions. People lie every day.
All day long.
All day. You single? Yeah. And then what the biggest thing to me, I think, and me and Nika have experienced this, and Honey be laughing at us with our dating trials, because you can ask somebody if they single and they tell you yes, because they in a dating group. They're in a singles and dating group, and then you start going through their pictures on their profile. Bitch, hold on. That's a whole ass wife right there. You know what? A whole ass wife.
TK,
married.
You know what I asked? I said, are you single? And they say yes or no. I said, is there a woman who believes that you are her man? Is there a woman out here in this world who believes?
Yeah.
Fred
and still lie.
Fred.
Like, I'm single. I'm like, because are you?
All right, now we're getting a little off topic. Now we're getting a little off topic. We getting off topic.
Not really. It still go down to being a homosexual.
We started talking about homosexuals. We need to stay with the homosexuals.
All right.
Even though I still can't wrap my mind around it. But it is apparently it's a thing.
It is.
It's a topic. It's not. I wonder. So I got a question then.
Here we go.
Is it just in our community or is it across the board?
I was gonna go there earlier. I'm
curious. I'm really curious about that. And I know we always say we only talk about what we know and what we can speak on, but I'm really curious about that. Because I really feel that it will what's the word I'm looking for? It will solidify my argument about the media. But I'm really curious about that though.
I think it probably is. I think they probably go through the same thing. And the only reason why I say it is because I'm gonna just say it this way. Girl lives with her family, her family. Girl gets pregnant. Instead of girl moving with her boyfriend, the boyfriend moves in with the family. Now, mama, daddy, sister, daughter, new baby, boyfriend, all live in the house together. As a lovely family.
But is that a homosexual or is that just a community?
Why she couldn't? He ain't have nothing for her to move in. She obviously she didn't have nothing because she
with her family was like maybe, and I'm just throwing it out there, like trying to trying to understand the whole homosexual thing. Like, if we're going off that definition, then that's not truly a homosexual. Now, if it was she living with her family and he moves in with her, or they get a place together in her name and he don't do shit, then I can see that, and that's his intent. Not the fact that she's pregnant, but his sole intent was from the rip. Oh, your mom's now got your family got money, so I'm gonna move in with you, spend up y'all money, eat up y'all Cheetos, and then go on from there.
Cheetos.
Yeah,
I don't blame
that's just what I'm thinking. Then I'll say, okay, now that's a homosexual.
Yeah, I agree with Rodney that I don't think it's only in our community. I think we just highlight it.
I agree.
Right.
I think we're
so then if that's the case, then why the fuck are we highlight? Stop it.
Did you just?
Okay.
Did you just?
Yeah, I had to slap myself because I went there.
But you went there. But think again. Think again to the point where we've asked people to be on this show.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the first things that we talked about when we talked about having guests was
to get the point of view.
Who was going to tell on themselves? Who was going to mess up their game?
Yeah.
Even people that are reformed ain't trying to mess up their game because they still in a homosexual situation. It just got a ring on it.
And again, like I said, I just can't. I can't. Even if, and I think that's why. The reason why I feel like this is because I've been in those situations where I've been down and out, like living in cars, sleeping in an apartment with no heat, no electricity. Only way you're gonna eat is you gotta scrap money from in between the car seat and the corn joint to go to Burger King when they had McDonald's when they had little 39-cent hamburgers, or the food that you got in the cooler you got to cook on the grill because you ain't got no electricity to cook in the oven. Shit like that. I've been there, and I know what I did to get out of that situation. And I already said I would never be in that situation. So for a person to use that as an excuse, and I'm not even saying excuse, as a reason to be like, hey, I need a place to stay, so I'm gonna just date people that's gonna let me stay with them. Nah, I have no remorse for that. I have no remorse for that. And the people that are allowing it to happen, I honestly feel sorry for you. I really do, because one, you control issues, got it understood. You might have, but you can learn from that. You can learn to change your control issues. But I feel sorry for you because you're better than that. Like, you better than it. You better than putting yourself in that situation. Like, we got 3 strong women right here that was like, nah, I got my own shit. I got here on my own, and I'm gonna stay here on my own, and I'm not gonna take care of nobody. And we want to. They would rather have somebody that's gonna help them continue to grow versus got their hand in the cookie jar per se. So that's my thoughts. So yeah, that's just my thoughts.
Okay, so I got a question.
Yeah.
Follow up on what was asked earlier, and I'm gonna ask I want everybody on the panel to answer. So were you raised on love or survival?
I was raised on survival. Well, I say both. I'll say both because we was raised like we all we got, and at the end of the day, that's how it's gonna be.
That's it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I was raised on we all we got. Me, my mom, my brother. Like, that's it. That we all loved each other, but the world didn't love us, and we don't expect anything from them. And then don't. And to be, I don't necessarily think it's cold, but I think that we both, all of us are all very, if you get in, we get in, but if you left tomorrow, we'll be okay. And so I feel like
Exactly.
I think that is
Exactly.
it's kind of hard.
Okay. Honey?
Me personally, I grew up on love. I don't have no type of. I mean, at the end of the day, I know how to survive because I'm just highly independent. But I was raised on love. Like, I'm a lover all day.
Neat?
I'm with Honey. I was raised on love. I think that's why sometimes I have the hard times that I do, because all that survival shit, like,
How y'all raised on love and y'all both of y'all be quick to cut a bitch? Y'all stop that shit.
hey,
Dang,
that is something that
Those
I
are
grew
those are
into.
environmental things.
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly.
But yeah,
The
definitely love.
environment, kind of shaped us to be this way. But I was really, I mean, if you know me, like I'm a lover, like I love, generally speaking. Yes, I'm mean, but once you get
Ooh, that's a
past that
confession.
exterior, I do, I do love. I don't,
And
that
that's on,
survival
you know,
stuff.
that's on record, right?
Yes.
That's on record.
What?
She
That is on
confessed.
record.
What?
Yeah.
What's on
You
record?
confessed that you mean.
You mean. You just said. I know I
You just
mean.
confessed it. It's on
These
record.
are my confessions.
I don't like
Yes.
neither one of y'all.
Yes. We got it on live. Yes. Y'all heard Honey. Yes.
I used to
So
be
TK,
mean.
what do you
used
say?
to be mean.
So for me, I think it was both. I think with my mom's side of the family, it was survival. I think with my dad's side, it was survival and love. And my brother is in the comment on that too, and he said love. But my dad was one that he made it happen. Like we might have didn't have, but he could shake a tree and make something happen. And my dad is one of them people that he was always loving on us. Like even now, he don't care if we grown or not. He hugs on us when he see us. He kisses us, tells us he love us, and everything. But he also gives us those tools of survival, of what not to do or how to do this and how to do that. So a lot of the stuff that my dad taught, like me and Marcus, we still implement in our lives or relationships. And for me, I know that seeing my dad and how my dad is like with his wife, he's that one that he cooks, he cleans, he makes sure she got gas in the car. He's that kind of guy. He's that doer for his companion to make sure she's straight. And because I see him, I fall into that point to where when I'm with somebody, that's me. I'm making sure you ate, you good all the way around. So a lot of people would like to say, you're given those marriage or those wifely qualities before you're actually getting married. But out of me caring and loving for someone, that's just me because that's how I was raised. I saw my dad doing that. So it's just in me like that. Trying to cut that off, it was really, really hard for me to, pull away from that. And Marcus is the same way with his wife. Like he cooks, he washes clothes, he does all that stuff because we saw my dad do it growing up. So them is one of those things. Whereas when I go to my mom was in survival mode. She's not the kiss, hug, the tell you she love you. Shut it up. The tell you she love you kind of type person. Like when it comes down to like me and my brothers, like my mom, and then it come down to me, like I'm the most sentimental, the emotional, where they not finna tell you they love you. If they tell you love you, the damn world finna come to the end. It's finna snow something. You don't get those I love yous or those hugs just because. Where when I get my dad, I've always gotten that love. So that's why I say both, on both
Okay.
sides. So before we close out, Rodney said, I have a question before y'all close out. Are y'all raising your kids on survival, love, or both?
Both.
Love.
Love.
Both.
Love, but don't be stupid.
I'm gonna say both because with my daughter, she's out of the house. I want her to be able to know how to take care of herself and to
Yep.
survive on her own and not to depend on anyone. But if anybody know, I love my babies to the ends of the earth, and I give whatever I have to my last. So she's not. She's one. She will let me kiss and hug on her because she just knows that's how her mommy is. And my son is that person. He, hugs and loves on me, and I hug and love on him. That's just, like I said, me, something I got from my dad. I do that with my nieces, nephews, me and my brothers. We hug and give each other a kiss on the cheek or whatever. We're just that love in nature. So I do both because love is a necessity. Love is that part of life, like you needing air and water. Like you need that element of love. So I do. I teach both. I raised them on both. So
Yeah.
yeah, somebody else said I didn't get those I love you either, but I knew they loved me. Yeah, I get them. Oh, I love you, but can you go to the store for me, or can you do this for me?
Yeah,
that'll be another topic because to me, I don't feel like that's love when you tell me you love me because you want me to do something for you.
That's
but that's gonna be another topic because I can go on that one all day. So we are gonna go ahead and close out because we are at that 2 hour and 30-minute mark. I'm gonna need y'all to stop talking so much. Juria.
Yeah, I don't know. What?
No, you didn't.
So you want to go do your outro tonight, DW? Because we know some.
I already did my outro. I did my outro earlier.
I had a feeling you was gonna say that. I did
Yeah.
that. You had to get that.
That came right off my chest. That came right off my head. So I can't even repeat that. But what I will say, shout out today. I'm wearing Bethune-Cookman. Represent the Bethune-Cookman University. It used to be college. Was founded in 1904. And yeah, Bethune-Cookman. Represent.
All right.
First of all, you ain't a spandex shirt. They're sticking to you.
Committee.
Second of all, I don't sweat it, so it's sticking to me. So leave me alone.
I know.
Leave me alone. And hey, I got me a new distributor, so my shirt's gonna be tight. Not tight, but it's gonna be right.
If you know what your shirt look like, if Misty had that, if that that balloon, I can't see in the rain. That what you had. That's what it looked like.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking about when I put it on. I was like, man, if this, I look like a big ass black screen, a movie theater screen. But all right.
What I'm so. Oh, my bestie is online. Hi, Ed. That is my BFF, the one that got me into podcasting. I can't wait to that episode because, that's going to be a really good episode. But, shout out to the BFF, the only one that can tell me that my shit stink because everybody can't tell me that. Shut up, Shanika. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, Shanika, you want to go do your outro?
Yeah. I mean, Hobosexual, we know what it is. Some of us know what it looks like. Some of us don't. Don't fall in love with the potential, slow down. Don't move too fast. Don't let the throat goats and the Mr. Long Dick get you in a situation that you have a permanent resident in your bed that you want to leave that won't go nowhere. Just slow it down. That's all I got.
Slow it down. Honey?
Say no to the hobo.
That's how you close them tonight.
I like that. It's plain and simple. Yep, I like that.
We might have to put that on the shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, we might put that on the shirt. Frankie?
Once again, I have enjoyed you guys so much, and this conversation has brought up some really good points. I do appreciate it. I'm with everyone else. Just investigate, slow down, and don't get caught up. Avoid it as much as possible.
True that. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out here tonight. Our shirts tonight, our Hobosexual shirts, were created by the one and only Nika Pinks. So if you're interested in a Hobosexual shirt or any other shirts, hit her up and place that order. Real talk. From the comments, as I've seen tonight, everybody wanted to jump on. So if you are interested in being on any of the other podcasts, because we have a lot of stuff coming up, hit my inbox, DW, Nika, the page. We have a TK Chronicles of a Black Sheep page. You can hit us up there, even on the YouTube page. So there are ways to contact us. Even in the group, which most of y'all are in, y'all could just hit me on the group to see what the next topics are and let me know if you're interested. So as usual, happy Juneteenth to all of the real fathers, not the self-proclaimed fathers, the real fathers that actually do for their children and are active. Those, we wish y'all a happy Father's Day from the bottom of our heart, because that is one of those things in our community that is really, really scarce. So if you are out in these trenches, making it do what it do, help and take care of your child, we salute you 110%, because that is like literally like a needle in the haystack.
Yep.
Seriously. Topic for next week is colorism.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah,
DW want to give a little feedback on colorism?
So we always talking about what the white man what the white man doing to us and all this stuff. Next week we're gonna talk about what the fuck we do to each other.
Ooh.
So if y'all on right now and y'all listening, tune in, because we gonna get live. We going in. If you want to be on, let us know. Shit.
Who's gonna be on? Who's on your panel?
Actually, we don't actually have no guests for next week for colorism yet. Because it's certain topics that we have that people are scared of.
People
don't want to people don't want to talk about it. So we kind of roll with the pushes, and we got to go 3 or 4.
You shaking your head, Frankie?
Why are you shaking your head, Mama?
Oh, because I know some people who probably need to be on, but they ain't gonna get on. But they need to be on.
They can tune in.
That is the issue. If we don't have guests, 9 out of 10, that is the issue. No one wants to come on because it's gonna incriminate themselves or they scared. That's just like when we had the episode of The Doors of the Church is Open. Nobody wanted to be on that episode, and I got my brother Marcus to be on that episode, and one because I knew he would be transparent. He was the only one that told us yes. Everybody else was like,
and it's not like we're not attacking nobody. We're having an open, candid conversation. Does it get heated? Yeah.
It was a great conversation. If y'all missed that podcast, check it out, because it was a great episode. Real talk. So we put that back out there. If y'all are interested in being on the next episode, hit us up. Plain and simple. So on that note, we gonna go ahead and close out for tonight. Happy Father's Day to my brother Marcus. Happy Father's Day to my BFF, ED. Happy Father's Day, Duriel.
Appreciate it.
And on that note,
we were just sitting back, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. Tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going.